That's dope as crap.
It is.
And you know what's crazy?
Well, that's it.
Oh, you in?
Yep. It's.
I'm still going, bro.
No, he's still
Hey, wait, before he says anything, just so y'all know, the thoughts and comments of Dennis Pittman do not reflect those of I Just Want to Talk podcast. Either way, man, it's been a hellacious week for me.
He said hellacious.
I did.
Hellacious.
Somebody get this guy a dictionary, please. I have no viewers. I don't have a car. I haven't been in here. I haven't seen my brother, Sir Mike, man. So I definitely asked him to stick around, man, because I have not been in the office, man. It's been a tough week, man. It's an uphill battle, but I'll fight it every single day, and I'll carry the weight that I carry because I know I'm that. That's just that simple. I love y'all to death, man. I love what I do, and I'm going to keep doing it. Either way, I got Sir Mike and DP in the building. Don't wave. Sir Mike, please don't wave. I don't want you to ever wave. Yep, nope. They didn't see it.
Do some white people shit. Be like,
Yeah. So, man, we had this whole conversation lined up, man, and we redacted the whole thing because we just want to have
You said redacted.
men talk. Well, hey.
I'm
Go do
definitely,
your
I'm
thing.
definitely
Hey.
getting me at the source.
I swear to God.
I be trying to tell y'all I'm like that for real, man.
Redacted.
Keep going.
Hey, man, I just
bro.
want to tell y'all I'm like that for real, man. I really need y'all to get in tune with what goes on around here.
Stephen A. Smith.
Mug be reading
Man,
books.
I'm crushing Stephen A. Smith, man.
Black
He
people
just.
the only people that make you feel bad for being intelligent. Like, no, educated.
Nigga know all these big words for.
No, what the fuck he talking about? Goddamn,
Hey,
nigga.
I ain't redacted nothing. You say it again.
Redact
Knock all
these
this shit
balls.
over in there. You gonna redact something, all right?
But yeah, no, man, I got DP, I got Sir Mike in the building, man. We gonna just have some regular old conversation, man, and hopefully it becomes entertaining at some point, man. I promise y'all, I wish I could have turned the cameras on before I could turn the cameras on, man. We had a real live brother talk where it was just us, man. It went without issue, and it was some bravado swarming around the room, man. Some big shoulders in here, man. I feel like I need to grow up a little bit, man, but it is what it is. We're not even going to hold y'all, man. We're going to get right into it. This
We ain't
one,
even gonna hold y'all, man. These blue fives is crazy. I normally don't do that one like
Hey.
show off kind of thing, but like
somebody
these
better
shoes is
tell this
hard.
motherfucker
Like,
to get his foot off my table.
This is like the shoe of the year, bro. I was waiting on this shoe to drop.
Oh, wait,
bro.
I got a little thing where I could zoom. It's somewhere in
I
there,
think
man.
these is so crazy.
You think they so
So
crazy?
if y'all
He
wondering why
couldn't
I'm being
wait.
disrespectful with my foot on my brother's table,
He
today,
couldn't
I
wait.
just think these is too crazy.
He could not wait. No,
I'm going
that's
straight to
oh
the
no,
Smurfs crib
boom.
after this.
Yeah, no, there it go. Look, hey, I got that. You know what I'm saying? Put them fives up, bruh.
Fire.
Hey man, he like that for real. Just
All right,
so
I'm
y'all,
sorry.
just so y'all know, he is that lame for
I had a
real.
moment. I'm sorry. I had a moment.
He had a moment. It is what it is. Moments get had here. That's just what happens. Hey man, how y'all feeling, man? It was a good week for me. How you feeling, Sir Mike? How you feeling, DP? It wasn't a good week for me. Please forgive me. It wasn't a bad one, but just
That's pretty good.
yeah, it was just like a couple little knickknacks happening. What kind of week you had, DP?
Man, everybody around me is doing well, so I had a good week.
Hey, real quick, Showtime, drop that link, man, for the Mazzinos down in the comment section, man, so we can get people rocking with the Mazzinos, man. Mazzinos is a big deal, man. Shout out to yours truly, TST Showtime. He my boy, Eric Benson. He is the brand ambassador for
Showtime,
Mazzino.
hit me and let me know whether or not you got that order from me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I set it up wrong or not.
I mean, you possibly set it up wrong.
I probably did.
Yeah.
I probably did, but I can't wait for my shoes to get here.
Anybody who get their hair cut literally right before we shoot, more than likely set up something wrong. And that's exactly what he did. But either way, man, I didn't get to get no haircut this week. I got a fucking flat tire. So, you know what I'm
I
saying?
gotta get mine cut in the morning. Kodak, I'll see you in the morning.
That's
Hey,
all
man.
though. I mess with Mike.
Oh, Mike. Yeah, Mike, that's my guy.
Bro.
Now I feel like I'm left out the loop because I don't have the same barber
Man,
as y'all.
shout out to Kenny.
Shout out to Kenny, man, the barberology god, the
God.
greatest to ever touch some clip. Except that dude in Africa. Did y'all see that video where dude is cutting
With the
people?
knife?
Bro, he
Bro.
Bro, I
sharpened the
cut my hair with no
spoon,
knife,
bro.
though.
With a spoon?
Bro,
Yeah,
he
with a
sharpened
spoon,
the
I seen it.
spoon,
I
bro.
was like, hey, bro, stop acting stupid and pick them clippers up.
Bro,
Yeah,
he sharpened the spoon and cut somebody here with a spoon. I don't know what's that. It's a freaking construction tool. It's like a wedge, bro. He cut some hair with a wedge,
Them
fam.
niggas the Flintstones?
Man, G, this
playing
nigga
too
is.
much.
Hey, Kenny, I'm gonna need you to step your game up before I start
He ain't
catching
finna
flights
be
to
getting- he not
Africa.
gonna be getting
Hey,
killed while I'm in the chest.
You know what? I'll let somebody come in here with a spoon just to see.
But they ain't finna be getting
Imagine
creative
coming
while
out
I'm in the chest.
your fade all jagged because somebody trying to do like, you know the risk in that.
I ain't got no more bad haircuts left in me. I'm about to be bald.
Man, ain't got
I
no
know
more. I
my
gotta grow.
hairline-
I gotta
my
grow this shit
hairline
out just so I can have a
way
hairline.
back.
That's why I keep it low.
Dude, I'm
Hey.
catfishing. Y'all don't want to know what this look like for real.
Check this out. Hey, I'm gonna need you to not say that shit on no damn live hot mic, man. Chill. Hey, so a couple weeks ago, man, the lady shoots her husband on Facebook Live. Are y'all abreast of this situation? Y'all heard about it?
Yeah.
Have y'all heard about this situation?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
heard
heard
about
about
it,
it.
DA. Yeah, we heard about it.
It was an unfortunate situation.
It was-
Wait, I did hear, like the man was messing with men, right?
Well, the caption doesn't matter, really.
No, yes it do.
The caption don't
I
matter.
think
What
the context kind of matters in a way. Like he was fucking other dudes,
I missed this part.
kind of like.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like the caption was just put up that he was bisexual or something like that. Somebody in the comments tell me what was he or what was going on with the situation or what was being said, whatever the case may be. Let us know the full details. But his wife ultimately shot him. But the reason why I'm saying the caption doesn't matter is because during the argument, she never says anything about him being homosexual
matter.
in nature. But if he had have been, she would have been, she would have been doing her thing as a black woman.
the way she was snapping in the video, yeah, she would
Yeah.
have said something about
So
him
I want to play
being
the
a booty
video,
bandit.
but I just, she definitely would have said something about it being a booty bandit. Me being who I am, you know what I'm saying? I needed to cut it down to what I need to cut it down for so I could react to it on YouTube.
Gotcha.
So I just edited out a bunch of the empty space. So it's going to go boom, 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 boom. So I'm going to just run it right now.
Shots? That was
Well,
too
no,
soon.
it
I'm
was,
sorry.
it wasn't. I mean,
was
she
it.
killed him, nigga. She killed him
tasteless.
somehow.
That was a tasteless joke. I apologize.
I kill your ass night, bitch. Oh, you ain't getting nothing. Everything in this house belong to me. Y'all gonna have to stop all this. Cause then y'all wonder why the kids. Oh shit! I wanna go to jail.
Because empty space don't work for me. It don't work for the podcast. It don't work for anything. So apparently they're married. They have several children together. They live together. The mother does not live with them. Let me just give you the backstory. The mother does not live with them. I can't even leave the image up because I edited it all together. But he's out of the home. He's gone early. He has to be at work somewhere around 9, 10 o'clock. But he's gone early. They into it. When he comes in, he's on the phone with his uncle saying, man, I'm just going to pack my shit and get up out of here, man. We into it. I don't want this thing to go left, whatever. He keeps having this conversation on the phone. He's going back and forth with her. They keep, she keep getting in his face, getting out his face, getting in his face, getting out his face. The mother is, hey, man, y'all need to really cut that shit out, man. Blowy, blowy, blowy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come here for this. Y'all shouldn't be arguing like this in front of these kids. Lo and behold, she grabs a weapon. The weapon apparently goes off. Obviously, it goes off. I'm guessing because I don't know the full backstory that she shot him in the head. Because he doesn't say, oh, I'm hit. Oh, you shot me.
Yeah, she shot him in the back of the head, though. I thought it was.
I've heard
worse.
the front, the back. I've heard, you know what I'm saying? A million different things of where she shot him. Who's at fault here?
Now I did hear or in the comments that they were scuffling. So he pushed her around a little bit.
But this was before he got shot.
This is before he got shot.
And
You done
that's-
pushed her around a little bit. Like, bro, you done put your hands on her a little bit. She can feel a little threatened. But now, when I read it also, too, that she shot him in the back of the head.
There you go.
Which means that he wasn't
was
a threat
leaving.
to her.
Yeah.
So if you shot him in the back of the head, that's on you. He wasn't a threat. But at the same time, he could have been turning around to smack her. But her reaction shows that she didn't mean to do that shit.
I
She
agree.
meant to scare
She said-
him. Or at least just, you know how women can be sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll beat your ass. Not really.
Yeah.
I'll kill you. Yeah,
really.
I'll kill you first. But those type of things like women do, or they argue with it, argue with each other or arguing with their mate in that way.
Yeah.
They say some things that you don't mean. I think the most damning thing to her is she told him, I'll kill you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And she did. So that way, I think she ain't gonna be able to get off. And it's her fault because you gotta be more responsible. Like, don't point no gun at nobody if you're not really, really ready to shoot them. Or if you're not protecting yourself. And it don't seem like she was really protecting herself.
Yeah.
It was more so that she just wanted to talk shit, spook him out a little bit.
Okay.
And then secondly, she wouldn't move to let him leave.
Yeah.
From what comments said, like from what I seen in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole full story. None of us was really there. But, that's a terrible, terrible thing for that.
And I mean, again, yes, he did die. Secrets. What is her real name? Do we know her real name? Like her Secrets? Okay. It's weird. Secrets of the Tarot, Secrets, whatever. Yes, he did die. To Bam's point, Bam said that's not what happened, or that's not what was going on. In the video, like I said, I edited it down. I edited it so we can, compress it and get it on here. But he kept saying, "Man, gone. Man, get out my face. Man, gone. Watch out. I want to get my stuff and I want to go." You know what I'm saying? And she did say, "Nigga, I kill your ass." But I mean, this is classic. I want to play the tough guy and I want to put you in your place. I ultimately put this off on men. I mean, of course, the blame belongs to her. She killed the man. She picked the gun up, whether it was intentional or not. And this is exactly what I said. Oftentimes, not all men, but you'll have men who get in these relationships who have some type of criminal history. They can't go and possess a firearm. But in their relationships, they girl don't have no criminal history. So she can go apply for her FOIA card. They can go and buy a gun. Once she goes and buys the gun, now the gun is in the home. Every time y'all get into it.
Was he a felon?
Is he a felon? Then he better get the fuck up out of there because if something happened.
I mean, again, we thinking too technically. When you want to be street, you're not thinking that. You're thinking, if we get bust down, that's my girl gun. It's not my gun. My girl can take this because it's hers, regardless. Because if you're a felon, you might not be class X, but you still can't own a firearm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, you could have an assault charge on your background. You can't own a firearm with an assault charge on your background. You know what I'm saying? So you can be on the other side of it, but whatever state you live in, they still won't allow you to possess a firearm legally. So this is what a lot of these guys do. It happens. I get it 100%. Do I know that this is the case here? No, because we always say you can't assume. But I would almost imagine, because how many women, minus all of the tough women who gonna get in the comments and say, "Well, I got mine, I've been had mine." You didn't have it until you got with a dude who suggested you go and get it.
The majority.
Nothing is absolutes. You know what I'm saying? But there ain't no girls who just sitting back saying, "You know what, girl, let's go get our gun car, go buy some guns and learn how to shoot." That's not happening. Yeah. You have some groups.
There might be some, but it ain't in big numbers.
Me looking at this situation and how everything has transpired between the two of them. Yeah, I'm looking at this wig that she got on and this photo where she got booked. She ain't got them kind of friends. She don't have them friends where they do, you know what I'm saying, girls trips to crazy countries and they hang out and they all got Cooper's Hawk wine fucking memberships. They're not doing this type of stuff, bro. She hangs on this relationship. Her livelihood hangs in the balance according to what happens in this relationship. Again, is she at fault? Yes, she is, because she picked the weapon up and she chose to pull the trigger. But that was just that, "Oh, I'm finna scare. I'm sick of this nigga treating me like this. I'm sick of him doing this and that." And she was trying to play the tough guy. If you go and look at, shameless plug, if you go and look at my TikTok, and what I said was, he didn't know how to properly use the weapon, and neither did she. So once they put this weapon in the house, she don't even know. Just keep your hand off the trigger. You know what I'm saying?
No gun control safety, no safety. No classes probably have ever been taken.
Nobody took a class.
Like, and the gun probably got the serial number scratched off of some shit and they just borrowed it from somebody. It might not even be her gun.
I mean,
I don't know, but it seems a real, like for the man, like, I don't know if we can blame him more so out of the fact that, like, I put, like, bro, don't even scuffle.
Well, no, they weren't scuffling.
I mean,
She's
in the
scuffling,
video,
right?
they were beforehand, before it
But
all
he
kicked
no,
off.
but bro, he
they
just kept
supposedly
saying
was scuffling.
Yeah, well, I got the whole video and I'll let
Yeah.
you listen to it. He just kept, man, get out my face. Get out my face. And then he said, man, this bitch done pulled a gun on me. He's on the phone the entire time. She done pulled the gun out on me. And somebody
And
obviously
she wouldn't let
says,
him leave.
She wouldn't let him leave.
well, it wasn't she wasn't holding him. He was meandering
dude.
around, bro.
He should have hurried up and got his shit and got the
I mean,
fuck
but
up out
they've
of there.
Why
been
did he
through
even
this
have to-
before.
Yeah, that's what it means.
You can tell they've been through this before because he was not shocked by the fact that she pulled the gun out on him. He wasn't. He wasn't, oh, shit. Oh, you pulled the gun. I can't believe you did this to me. He that wasn't his responses at all whatsoever. He was not playing the victim. So they've been through this a couple of times. Just unfortunately, well, I don't want to say that they've been because I'm assuming this has happened before or something to this degree. She done pulled a knife out. She done pulled, you know what I'm saying, other weapons. And now it's a situation where he like, man, Unc, she pulled the gun. He like, man, I'm just getting a couple things so I can get up out of here. He's meandering. And again, I'm not blaming him for taking his time, but ultimately she waving that motherfucker. Ooh, I'm finna. Go ahead.
I don't know if I ever meandered, but I do know if she got that thump out, he should have just left. You don't need no
You
clothes.
would think that's the
Nothing.
You don't
smartest
need
thing
to
to
take
do.
nothing, bro. You got to go.
Like,
Yeah,
you got to go on the
100%.
simple fact that
But
your
like
life
you
matters.
said, I do agree. She didn't pull it out before. He didn't think she would shoot him because you're not scared.
He wasn't scared at all. And again, I edited it down so you don't hear a lot of that. But I mean, it was a
little longer.
a 12, 13-minute video before the shot, bro. So they've been through this. That's all I'm saying.
Another thing that like really bothers me.
You know what grinds my gears?
You know
That's what I thought you was going
what
to
really
say.
grinds my gears, bro. Why does? Since when is the goal of getting away with crime not the goal? You're supposed to get away with it, stupid.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. She
Why
had
do
no
you just
intentions
wanna
on
look tough and pull a pistol out
because
on
that's
live?
the way of the world. And this is like, man, bro, listen, I don't want to keep kicking this horse and kicking this horse and kicking this horse. But oftentimes when I have these conversations, when I take the point of view that I take, it's from the societal vantage point.
Bro,
Because
can you read that?
society is telling everybody, Secret says he should have left. I went through a situation very similar, and my baby daddy knew after I sent him to the ER not to push me to that point again. I mean,
But that's not.
you speaking from an eye, that's that eye point of view. Because you can say he knew, but did he? You
He didn't think she was finna shoot that gun.
He didn't think whatever she did, he didn't think he was going to do it.
And this
And
is why,
she didn't
like,
think she was finna shoot that gun.
Like
That
Brandon
shit
Shipp
was
said,
a
she should have made a
whole-
different decision, a better decision.
I agree
I
with you,
think
B.
her decision never was to shoot the gun.
It was
though.
never to shoot the gun,
It
but
was a
she
mistake.
didn't know
She
no
should
better,
never
bro.
Pulled it out. She should have never pulled it
The
out.
first thing she said was, I don't want to go to jail. You dumb sleaze.
You shouldn't have pulled the gun out. You should
I
have
don't,
pulled the gun
I
out.
don't
Dumb
understand
sleaze.
why. Like,
She definitely said that. Shada, she said, I will kill you. Then she killed him. So that's intentional, but that's how it's going to be perceived.
Yeah, her
the
intent
courts.
wasn't to kill him. I don't think that.
Yeah,
You know
I don't
how-
believe it at all.
You know how you
Bro, how many times, man, listen, I got baby mamas.
You.
I got baby mamas. I done had knives pulled on me a bunch.
Man,
I've
look.
never been through that, bro.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I never been there.
Look, man. Look.
And I'm so big on
rough.
like, this is why I don't cuss and stuff.
Like I
Because
said, this shit is rough.
this is why I don't cuss and stuff, because we gonna have a certain amount of respect for each other. Like,
Yeah.
we not even finna play with each other like this.
Yeah.
Don't cuss at me. I'm not gonna cuss at you. Don't hit me. I'm not gonna hit you. You got one time to do any of that, and I'll leave for that, bro.
Right.
That's a leavable offense.
Of course it is.
Because you'll do
But
it.
when you toxic in toxic relationships,
Yeah,
nigga,
bro,
that's
I've
not a
been toxic.
leavable offense.
I'm 38. I've been toxic for about 24 of these years. And I'm telling you, bro, you be going in some shit, bro. I could tell you be like, she did what? Yeah, she did. Nigga was running to the counter to go get a knife out the drawer. Yes, I'm about to push you. You're not getting to this.
Man,
So
I'm finna
get
shove
out
your
of here.
ass.
Like, yeah,
I'm finna
like,
shove
yeah,
you into
go.
a corner in this moment.
And that's just gonna happen. But you don't get like, you don't know how somebody else gonna control or how somebody gonna do something. You pull a weapon on somebody, bro, like you just trying to
I agree,
scare him.
Miss
I
Saul.
think like she loved her husband. You could tell because she didn't want to go to jail.
No.
because she knew immediately. Like
I was
She
gonna say,
knew.
You could
It's
tell
over.
how,
He
because the
going to
first thing
jail.
she said was something about her. I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, because she know what's gonna
she
happen.
know
She
what
didn't
just
say, "Oh my
happened."
God, I hope I didn't kill him."
No, she did, bro. I
But she
edited
did.
it.
She
Again,
did.
you gotta
She-
do.
she went
Oh,
up
they
to-
was screaming first
She
for
was
a while.
screaming.
Yeah, they
And
was
then she
screaming
said,
for
I
a
don't want to
while.
go to jail.
But I edited it down to the I don't want to go to jail
Yeah.
so I can make the point. Because that was the very first thing that
the
I said in the
I think
TikTok was, it's too late for that.
Hey, so
Bitch, you go.
Hey, so-
Barbecue chicken.
segue.
Segue.
How much time does she get? Of course, we're not lawyers.
I mean, it all depends on how
What
good
you
of a
think?
lawyer she has.
10 years.
I don't think she should get no more.
If she
than
shot him in the
about-
back of the head, oh, they trunking her, bro.
I don't think
It's
they gonna
over.
trunk her.
You mean what she should get or what you
What
think
will
she should get?
What do
Oh,
you
no.
think she will
Oh, she
get?
finna get about 20.
Yeah, if she shot him in the
What
back
state-
of the
what
head,
state
it's
was
over
they
with.
in? What state was that in?
I have no idea. But the fact that she says, bitch, I'm going to kill you today, the state finna drag her. You
She
tripping.
done
I
off
think
that.
she got
Yeah.
10
She
You know what
done
she
off
better
that.
have? You know what she better have? She better have some domestic violence in the back of this relationship
Like, he
somewhere.
did something.
He better have been beating that ass. You know what I'm saying? And you called the police a time or two. Because
See,
if
now they're gonna
not,
have women out here getting the
here, let me go back.
restraining orders just in case for in the future. Like, yeah, that nigga did me back
On
wrong,
God.
78.
Let me go ahead and call this in real
Yeah,
quick,
like,
so
let me
just in case
call
I
this
ever
in.
gotta,
He get a paper. What the day?
just in case I ever gotta kill this
If
motherfucker,
I
I got
gotta
it in the
kill him, man,
background.
back in
So Miss So Fly,
1978.
she jumped in. She said, "This is why both men and women need to leave toxic relationships because women operate out of emotions, which in fact will have you doing stupid shit. The sad part is that the children being traumatized will ultimately become like the parents when they get older." I agree 100%
high five. I like
because
it.
that's what I said at the end of my video. I was like, "What's unfortunate about all of this is that these children lose both parents. One to ignorance and the other one to sheer stupidity. And that's just what happens in these situations, man.
It's
That's
unfortunate for the
ultimately
kids.
That's very sad.
The kids get the short end of the
They
stick.
definitely get the short end of the
I'll
stick.
take that back. The
You know
dad
what,
got the short end of the stick.
Well,
'cause
he
dead.
got the that
He did
nigga,
the shit.
he got the shortest
But
end.
the kids.
Well,
at
maybe
the
his
end-
end wasn't that short. It was 6 feet.
As toxic as that relationship
That's
sounded,
not funny. That's
It's
not
probably one of the best times.
Hey,
I
man,
don't
that
even
was-
know, buddy, but
too soon,
Yeah,
bro.
nobody
Too
been
soon.
soon.
Somebody
as
could be.
toxic as that relationship sounded, what if the kids get put in a better position? But
it might be best for the
I'm going
kids. Imagine,
No, that's-
imagine them pulling you out of the home.
Yeah.
You go into a well-stable family, and that family takes care of
They
you,
both were screaming, Joe.
and they end up becoming something better than what their parents were.
Facts.
Yeah, no. He said they not, but they need to throw away.
Oh,
the
it
key.
happened,
It
in,
happened in
Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, her black ass is
Breezy,
out of there.
you saying that she gonna get like? Well, how many years you think she gonna get, Breezy?
I
I'm gonna
think she
say
gonna.
I'm gonna say a 10-piece.
I think they gonna tuck her, bro,
She
because
finna get
based on
15
the fact,
to 20 years.
based on the
She
fact
outta
that she
there.
said, "Bitch, I'm gonna kill your ass today."
That part
Like
gonna
that
get
was
her.
real forceful.
Now we know she didn't mean that.
Yeah,
why?
Just
Why do
from
we
from
not know?
our culture, bro. We know
yeah,
that she didn't
and that's
mean that.
again. That's why I said societally speaking.
Imagine when you get mad. I have seen people get, "I kill you," mad at their kids. I brought you, or I'll kill you. Bro, my
I
mama
brought
done
you in
told
this
me
world.
that.
I brought you in this
Well,
world. I'll take you out.
But if
Definitely.
she really do take you out, you'd be like, damn. She
Like,
took
I
me
didn't know
out.
you was meaning that
Hey,
like
you
that.
mean
man.
that shit.
I think she gonna get a 10-piece spicy.
I think
Yeah,
15 to 20. It's Mississippi.
listen.
Mississippi.
It's Mississippi.
And I don't know the Mississippi law, but it's you know what I'm saying. Hey, get a
She
nagger
can-
off the streets.
and you getting one off.
We can put a nagger in there. We can make some money off this one.
But it's a woman. It's always compassion in the courtroom
got
for
that
a
one,
woman.
sure.
So she might get 10 because it depends on what
They are
kind of charge
definitely gonna
they
need
give her.
intense therapy.
What I think she should get is like 5. That's my opinion.
Damn, bro, for a murder?
Bro, it's different because she didn't intend to.
I
don't
hear what you're
believe
saying.
She intended to.
I hear what you're saying, but even manslaughter carry a 8
so
to
you-
12.
That's what it carry. I don't think it should because she didn't intend to do that.
Yeah, manslaughter, you don't intend to kill.
Yeah, but that's just
Especially involuntary.
I don't
but that's
care
the
what you
court
meant to
opinion.
do.
I'm talking about
You did it,
The
yeah.
court opinion, in my opinion. Like, I
Oh,
think
okay.
In my
You giving
opinion,
us
I
the
think
Sir Mike.
5 years is good enough. You taking this kids and I don't know the
Mike said
extent.
in the court of public opinion.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
no, not in
oh,
the state of Mississippi.
Not the state of Mississippi. You going to jail, lady. The kids, in the simple fact that, like, I feel like the kids need their mom still.
Yeah.
Bro, these kids not gonna have their
They
mom.
need one of their parents.
They need one of their parents. And
And
I
they
know
can be
people
pen
be like,
pals.
The
They can be
kids
pen
might
pals.
resent their mama.
that's possible too.
And then if
Because they know what happened.
if the tape goes on, you'll hear the kids come down the stairs.
The
Daddy.
biggest part of it is that I think is Who the hell had the Facebook Live going?
She started
She
the
did.
live.
That's
The
what I
wife
mean.
started the live.
You know what? Because
Maybe you know what? Give
I'm
her
changing
10.
that.
Just I'm changing my
I'm changing
opinion.
my opinion.
But having Facebook Live going,
Give her a 10-piece
I'm
just
gonna-
because
you
she want to
getting
act
10.
up.
I'm gonna put her at
you
15
get
now.
10. You get
Joe said she
10.
gonna get 20 to life.
I
She
think
shot
it-
him in the back of the head.
Yeah,
That's
Joe,
execution.
I think she
I
gonna.
like
I
that,
think she
Joe.
gonna get. I think she gonna get 20.
Bro, barbecue chicken
She
is
done
what
for it.
she's gonna get, bro. I'm telling you.
Done for it.
It's just what's gonna happen. But of course, we know, the court of public opinion. Now we talking about us and what we think, what we believe. I don't feel like she killed him on purpose. I think it was a stunt. I really want not like I'm finna set this up, not that, but she was just stunned. Because the whole time she was walking
Facebook
around
on.
like she looking at the camera, and we're not getting that part, but people are commenting, saying whatever they saying. She live.
She want to show like she.
And she want- I run my
I'm big
house.
shit like in this
I'm
motherfucker.
big
I
shit.
run this shit.
I'm big shit, 100%. But I mean,
She
hey,
run it all right.
they definitely gonna give her a
Breezy said they
20
gonna give
piece.
her 20.
I'm telling
I'd say
you.
about 15.
Man, barbecue chicken.
I
Just
think
wait
that
on
15 to 20 is about where she's
Just
gonna
wait
be
on
at
it.
legally.
it. Barbecue
Like,
chicken.
outside of the Facebook.
Those draws. That's like the worst part of going to jail.
Man, it is the absolute worst. But anyway, man, shameless segue, man, going from one idiot female to the next. Yes, I said it. Going from one idiot female to the next. So Halle Berry vents about her child support payments and calls the laws outdated. She goes on to speak and say how when celebrities, quote unquote, or people on the higher end of the financial spectrum goes into a custody battle, when they lose, it's highway robbery. They get extorted, quote unquote, and certain words that we can use. Also, she later on goes to say it's tough for her to pay child support to a man that calls her the N-word. Man, listen, I am going to let y'all rub this first, because I got several different vantage points that I can speak to when it comes to this. First and foremost, Mike, how you feeling, man? What you think about this? Halle Berry is complaining about the child support system and the payment. Says the laws are outdated. What you think?
First off, I want to say,
Fuck you, bitch, in the click. You click.
how much is her child support payments?
She was paying $16,000 a month. She had a judge revise them down to $8,000 a month.
8,000
That's
ain't
light.
so bad.
But
That
she
ain't
was
so
paying
bad.
$16,000 a month for 7 years. I think the little girl's like 13 now.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I thought
And
So
then-
this dude that had this baby all the time?
Yeah, no.
First off,
And I don't know what happened in the court case. I didn't dig that far. I just wanted to get down on her for being an idiot.
First off, to be that rich as she is, and to not have your kids, something not right.
Well, I mean, you would imagine that she's traveling the world shooting these.
But
Okay,
Buddy
so
is
listen,
too.
I did. Well, no, because he's no longer. So a little
he
backdrop. He was modeling. He's no longer modeling anymore. He's not a model anymore. He's a stay-at-home
full-time
dad.
dad.
Obviously, making $16,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? He going
To live off
crazy.
his.
But when they split up, she got into another relationship. She wanted to go live off in Paris.
And left her kids?
She wanted to live in Paris, and the child's father wanted her to stay in Los Angeles where she was born. Which, hey, this is where I live. You can't take my kid. We just saw this on the Best Man Holiday or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't take my kid. My kid is staying here.
First off, hold on. I didn't mean to cut you up. Y'all was watching Best Man Holiday?
That was a very good.
No, we didn't watch it together. I watched it with my wife. Fuck you, Mike. How
I'm like, wait. First off, I was gonna say why y'all didn't invite me. Second off,
no, that ain't what that is. Hey, man,
Like,
we got to
y'all
turn
sat
these
down
cameras
and
off and
watched
talk as
Best-
brothers. Yeah, no, fuck you, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good series. too.
I watched it with my wife, like 2 or 3 episodes. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And I thought Harper was a sucker. Nigga, you not taking my kid no goddamn where. I'm not finna
I
fold.
get Buddy though.
But yeah, anyway, they separated, and because I guess she's off on location shooting movies, what,
Great.
2, 3 months, 4, 5 months, 6 months out the year.
Could be.
And then her relationship is in Paris. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she walked away from it, but he won the custody battle. She was forced to pay $16,000. This is old. This thing
It's
came out
alimony
last
too,
year.
though, right?
Well, no, he didn't get alimony. I guess she made
Just
him
the
sign the
child support.
prenup and all of that, just the prenup.
That was smart.
You know what I'm saying? He got child support, back pay, and then she had to pay his lawyer fees. So it was like all together.
Oh, so she know what it feel like to be a man.
Oh, there it is.
That's
My
what it is.
boy.
She knows what it feels like to be a man
My
now.
boy. I knew it was
And
gonna
she
come
don't
out.
like it.
She don't like
See,
it.
in society, women always want to jump on men and say our lives are so much easier. We have it so much better. We have this, you have that. Men rule the world. Men control society, which may be true, but it's hard.
It is. It's
a
really
reason
hard.
why men have the highest suicide rates. Completely blows women's suicide rates out the water.
Talk your
it's
shit,
not
Mike.
because we don't speak up.
Talk your
Because life
shit.
is fucking hard for
Talk
a
your
man.
shit, Mike.
And now Halle Berry gets to see how life can be really fucking hard for a man, because this happens to men on average at least 100,000 times a day.
Man, I'm not arguing with
Any
you.
of us that have been in court, child support court, know how she feel right now.
Deep side.
Because I've been called a bitch ass nigga.
Man.
I've been called all kinds of fucking
A
names. A
non-custodial
narcissist,
parent.
which is the
Come on,
fucking most
brother.
overused word in America
Come
right
on,
now.
brother. Shout out to
And
Donald
I'm
Trump.
sick of that shit. But
Shout out
I've
to
been
Donald
called
Trump.
all kinds of shit in this world while giving somebody $1,500 every 2 weeks.
Man, listen.
And she giving out 8. And she makes literally 40 times what I make.
40 times.
So that part I'm already mad about, because she paying damn near the same amount that I would have been paying. But that really made me mad. But more so, you know what it is to be a man now. It's fucking hard, ain't it? It's hard to get somebody that you know that don't give a shit about you, that call you a nigga every time. He don't call her a nigga. He calls her a nigger.
Yeah, he put
So
the ER on
she's
there.
definitely a nigger.
He definitely
to
put
him.
the ER on there.
Does
And
he?
He might
She
not.
said he do.
She
Like,
said
I
he
mean,
Oh, when did she tell us that?
After this shit
decision?
happened.
Oh, okay.
well,
So it
but I
could be
mean,
to make
it's,
him
it's
look
the
bad.
breakup though, bro. Like, you can't do that, bro. It's the breakup. Because you don't call your chick a bitch until after she pissed you off. You ain't call her a bitch when you digging her out.
And you don't
but when
clean-
y'all
you
break
don't
up
complain
and you
about
get
it until we done, so I don't want to hear it, bro.
But she's not complaining. All she said was it's hard for her to pay that much money to somebody who disrespects her in that manner.
You think it's
Well, you need
easy?
some help? You need
You
some
think she needs
electronic payments or something? What you need?
Hey, man.
Pay that money.
Hey, my boy.
It's hard as shit, but guess what? Pay
Shout
up,
out,
lady.
shout out to Ken Dublige, by the way.
Yep.
Pay up, lady.
Hey,
Shout out to the city boys.
shout out,
We up
hey,
one.
shout
Like,
out to Sheldon Parker.
Hey, we got busy on one of y'all greatest.
I love Halle Berry, but she gets what she.
know.
This is the process that men go through. If you're okay with men going through these same processes, don't
She
complain.
would make me have to be serious on this one. That was-
So, Setta's World says, "Wow, what does he think of her daughter when? What does he think of her daughter then if he's calling her that?" So that's one of the biggest arguments. As a matter of fact,
Can I get
Setta. I want to shine some light. That's one of the biggest things that they go through when they call Halle Berry's daughter black in magazines. He has an issue with it. He takes
I never knew
issue
that.
when they call his child black. This little girl looked like a nigga. She looked like one of Blake Griffin little daughters or something. One of Steph Curry daughters. So, but he takes issue whenever they mention her
According
African
to
heritage. This is what he says. She's posted the messages where they've been going back and forth. Did you see that
Yeah, I did
Vanity
see-
Fair
yeah.
article? And they calling my daughter black. See, this is the type of shit. Yeah, yeah. And she posted that. I just didn't think it was conversation worthy.
All
But
right,
go ahead.
That's relevant.
It's not.
it hurts my argument a little. Seta, I would say
Don't fumble it.
I would say that that's a husband and a wife arguing. I would hope that he didn't call her that in front of the child.
The daughter?
If he said that to her and it was just those two, it's the same thing as calling her the B word. Both are very out of line.
I agree.
But both are just mad words that I'm using to affect you in this moment. Now, if he said it in front of the kid, he wilding.
100%.
That's enough to take that daughter from the dad, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But if he just said it to her, arguing in this heated moment,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a rise out of you.
I can go with
like
that.
I like what Venus said. Like, this is exactly what happens when you lay
100%.
down
Facts.
with your own oppressor.
Yep.
100%.
This is what happens when you lay down and
100%.
marry them. Now, if you
I
want to lay
agree.
down and fuck around with them, move on. But when you lay down and you marry them and you have children with your oppressor, you better be prepared for that old man, 1880 white man to come out of them, or woman, where you a nigga. Because at the end of the day, you a nigga.
Holly's fault. She knew what Holly's fault. She knew she was a nigga to that man. She definitely knew. And it was a bunch of arguments, bro. They had arguments before they even got this far. You know what I'm saying?
Did she get pregnant with her right away or something?
No, bro, listen. So
like years.
There's a whole entire thing behind this, bro. Like the fact that she had this girl with this dude, she was trying to have the baby with this dude based on what I read and what I understood from it. Like they weren't even sexually intimate, bro. But 5 times in like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Because it was something about his body and the way he it's weird, bro.
So she wanted to have a baby.
She wanted to have a baby
white
with this dude
that she felt was
we don't know.
Physical stature
we don't know.
would give her the type of child she wanted.
More than likely, yes.
Yeah, she has some real mental issues that fall back on the fact that like she is half white.
It could be that.
And that is her problem, is that she is a half white woman.
It could be that.
That may not be in tune with her roots of being black. Because her mom raised
That's
her.
another level.
So he calls you a nigga, but at the same time, you probably don't even feel like you a nigga. You feel like you white because you was raised white. You can be dark skinned, but you raised white.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
You feel like that when you see your
saying.
white mother walking around. You feel white until you look in the mirror and reality strikes you and tells you that you're black. And he's her reality. He's a mirror, a human version of a mirror that's telling her like you're a nigga still.
I like what you did there. I won't argue that.
Tell that nigga to send that man his money. Next time.
Yeah. And that's my thing though, bro.
It better be on time.
I don't want to say it's her karma, but it's like, man, you know, black men get accused all the time. When you hit that certain level, you go get a white girl, we get drugged through the mud. Hey,
exactly.
Halle Berry, how does that Kool-Aid taste, baby?
They've been slamming Michael B. Jordan, and then same thing with Jonathan Majors. He beat up the white girl.
Well, we don't know that he did that. Allegedly.
That's
allegedly.
my thought of the week.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah,
but I can't wait for that because I thought you was going to go with the other one that you was trying to tie together.
I can't put it together
Yeah,
yet.
right. But yeah, that's allegedly. So this week in the media, Chris Brown has a concert or something of that nature. He calls a young lady up on stage, says, I want to take you down or whatever song was playing. And he gives her a lap dance live on stage. Her boyfriend, who paid for these tickets, is right there off stage. She comes up, sits in a chair, and Chris Brown proceeds to hump the brains out of her. Now, do we have live video of this humping? Absolutely not. We don't. But you pay for your girl to go to see Chris Brown. He brings her up on stage. You thinking, hey, this is the best thing that could have happened until he dry humps her into a rash. They leave the concert. He then proceeds to the boyfriend break up with her because she allowed Chris Brown to hump a rash into her belly. What in the freaking frack is going on? Who is wrong here? Is the boyfriend wrong or is the girlfriend wrong?
I'm going to take this one,
Mike. Go ahead.
Do you know why the boyfriend is wrong?
Why is the boyfriend wrong?
Because, bro, you ain't supposed to be there in the first place.
Wait a minute, nigga. I was trying to go see Chris Brown on my birthday last year.
I went to see Chris Brown.
Yeah, bro. Chris Brown, a little baby. Like, hey, man.
I went to see Chris Brown.
Can you see if you
I'm
can
not
run
taking
it,
my
run
lady to
it?
go lust over no dude, bro. Go do that with your girlfriend.
Hey, Pint, if you think I'm fucking going to go see Tank, you got another thing coming. Per Dennis. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Bro, my wife is in love with Tank, bro. I don't want to go see this nigga take his shirt off. I don't look like
I'm
that.
not doing that, bro.
And now I got to come home and sweat all over you and you picturing Tank in the back of your mind when I'm, you know what I'm saying? You picturing Tank in the back of your mind. And I done paid for you to go see this nigga take his shirt off and he's a damn specimen of godly manner. Man, get the freak out of here, man.
And
Is it?
no way.
That's too far, bro.
That's too far for him to go or for him to break up
He
with her
shouldn't have
because
been there
of
in
it.
the first place.
He shouldn't have been there?
Then, no.
So you want to go with your lady to like
I'm not
a
going to
B2K
watch-
concert or some shit? She want to go see the boys
I'm
of the
not-
next generation,
I'm not
wherever the hell they
going
call
The
you.
generation tour?
The
The
generation,
the B2
tour.
generation
I'm not
tour?
going with you to watch you lust over no man. And I've never been to a strip club in my life. But if I did, I'm not taking my chick to no strip club so I can watch, so she can watch a chick be on me. Unless, like,
No,
if y'all
don't
do
do that.
threesomes and stuff, then cool. But I'm not
don't-
taking
Hey,
you to this.
I'm
If
gonna
you-
tell you, the sex is great after y'all leave the strip club. I just want to throw that out there.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't go to strip club with your lady. Don't do it.
Yeah, no.
Your lady gonna have more fun than you is.
Man, that's what they say.
Man,
I ain't going to no strip club with
look,
you,
let
bro.
me tell you something. You know what? I ain't gonna even say nothing about it today.
Yeah, I was getting ready to
But-
say, boy.
Don't do that. You right.
I'm not
Don't-
going to no strip club.
It depends on your lady though. Depends on your lady and how she reacts to that. Cause like some women can go to the strip club and see you and see women dance on you and not have a problem because they know you going home with them. Then you get some like men, like this man, like he don't want Chris Brown giving her a rug burn.
Chris Brown definitely humped her belly in the pregnancy.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely did.
You know what though? I think like Buddy not wrong, and she not wrong. I think it's
Somebody
one of them-
has to be
it's-
wrong.
It's
Man,
some
you
of
better
the
not
things-
even go up on that stage,
You think like wait.
bro.
You don't know what kind of like
It's Chris Brown.
it's Chris Brown.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Don't do that then.
Look,
bro.
I ain't gonna-
I'm finna be like, dude. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm out.
I ain't gonna lie. So
Hey, hey, folks, then it's gonna be like dude on the 5 Heartbeats when Eddie
Yeah.
Kang was singing to his lady
Yeah.
and she passed out.
Out.
And he got up, flacked this suit, man, fuck this bitch. It's gonna get up.
hey, look, I personally I would go to any concert that my wife wanted. To
Hey, man, Joe Allen said,
Or my
man, who the
lady
hell
wanted to go
still
to.
going to damn see
don't
Chris Brown?
matter.
Hey, bro,
Chris
listen.
Brown popping, bro.
Joe, you can judge me all you want to.
Chris
I'm
Brown?
going to see Chris Brown.
Brown concert
The
be
only
lit.
reason why I didn't go see him and Lil Baby last year is because I caught it like the day of.
Found out about
Found out about it, and it was on my birthday. Like, and I was just like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I would have. Can you see if you can run it?
it. He would have done the dance.
I would have been in there.
He
Hey, man,
definitely-
Chris Brown was the highlight of our high school years. Was it that long ago?
When he first, yeah.
Nah, we was
It was
out
like-
of school.
We was out of
came out
school.
like
05.
Was
It
it
was close
05?
enough.
I thought it was
We was
before
still
that.
young. We was
Yeah, we
still.
was kids.
You was playing that. You was playing that
was
young
bumping
love
this
when
first
you a chick get in the car, a teenage young love, everything you did. Yeah, you was playing that when the chick got in the car.
Chris Brown been around for a minute.
He been around, man. He our age, bro.
I was like
He
thinking
our
about it,
age.
like God damn.
He our age, seemingly so.
I don't think like Buddy should have broke up with her though. Like, bro, that's not
That's
a
deep.
breakable offense.
Yeah, no, that's not a breakable offense.
Man,
It's
it
not.
is for
That's
me.
not a breakable
Don't play with me,
offense.
bro. Like I am so big in my own head. Y'all don't understand how hard it is to contain this arrogance.
I mean, I understand if you get your motherfucking foot off my table, nigga, I'm finna send 2-3 shots
y'all
that
don't
way.
even know. I asked this man, "Gotta put my feet on this table." So y'all don't even know the steps that I took to put these shoes on this table today. But like, man, it's a lot of arrogance in me, bro. You're not finna play with me like that.
I mean,
But
you
I'm not gonna play with you like that.
like we can't ride in the car and you got Chris Brown ball sweat on your chest from him
Man,
humping on you,
If
man.
I go to
That's-
Rihanna concert and my lady with me and Rihanna called me up on stage, she might as well go ahead and get in the car. Cause I'm about to touch every part of Rihanna.
Hey, Mike said, don't let me have on some Nike Techs. I'm pointing all that Rihanna.
Like, girl,
What you talking about, girl?
Yeah,
What you
yeah.
talking about?
you we done yet?
You're
Cause
supposed to decline. Like, nah. Look, see this world said. What she say, bro?
She said, I don't blame him for breaking up with her. Relationships have to have boundaries. Who cares if he's a
Man,
celebrity?
talk that talk. Sis. I
because
swear
Chris
to
Brown
God.
not finna take her home.
Miss SoFly said
Well,
Chris Brown is a
maybe.
great
Maybe
performer.
he
I
would.
agree,
Maybe
Miss
he
Brown.
would. But
Miss
if she
SoFly.
go home with him, then it's over. That's the line.
And he didn't go.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she got Chris Brown ball sweat on her chest, bro.
If you
Nigga,
want
take a bath when you get home.
Dances, bro, you better go be single.
Take a good
Let me help you
45-minute
get there.
shower, get the ball juice off.
I don't know, man. This is teetering for me, man. I don't
I
say
can't-
break up. I don't say break up.
So what if? Okay, so you said, and she put it on there. Pint Love Tank.
She's in love with this
If
cat,
he
man.
calls her on stage, and she like, oh God, she gets up there.
I'm beating his ass.
Exactly.
They gonna have
That's
to do
what
it.
he's trying to do.
Who security guard was
They gotta take me down,
kick
bro.
somebody in the face or something?
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates
Yeah.
kick somebody. Hey, they gonna have to get me up. I'm
If
beating
you
his
would've
ass.
done that,
What
I
would you
would've
really do?
understood.
Hey, listen. I'm beating
going up
Tank
on stage,
ass,
too.
and
You're
then
not getting
hold
on
on,
that
bro.
stage,
Listen,
bro.
I'm
No,
beating
I'm
Tank,
going
bro.
on
You gotta hear
stage,
me.
too.
Hold on, Mike. You gotta let me get this one off because I swear I got this one in the chamber. I'm beating Tank ass, and then we go on Facebook Live when we get home. And guess who gonna have the motherfucking gun? Okay. Oh, you gonna hear me off camera? Stop hitting me! Stop! Pint, don't hit me! Pow, 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 pow.
Yeah, you like Tank now, huh?
Oh, take this shit, goddamn. Like, bro, I'm gonna lose it, bro.
Hey,
I'm
my
gonna
lady
lose
go
it.
on stage and Chris Brown going too.
Man.
We're all going on stage. I'm like, hey, you're a little too close, buddy. Back up.
Yeah, no, man. I don't know. Like Mike said, I don't think it's nothing. I think that's an insecure thing, bro. Because
a little
like
insecure.
Dennis said, you paid for these tickets. So if you paid for them and you took her, bro, like come on. But even though he linked the other way, I don't want to say what's the likelihood that you knew she was gonna go get caught up on stage.
Chances are he ain't know.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't
I mean,
know,
I'm
but
sure.
But I can see him being insecure because he picked you. All these fucking people up here, he picked you.
man, listen.
I can see him being insecure about it. But at the same time, I personally, for myself, would probably be like, all right, we both going up here because these tickets I bought. So you taking both of us up on this stage.
You trying to get a lap dance too?
Now, I'm trying to beat Chris Brown ass.
I don't know, because you shot that shot earlier about us watching the damn Love,
Y'all watch Best Man
the
Holiday.
Best Man Holiday, the Love movie, man.
I'm like, man,
Let me
y'all
find
ain't
out
even-
you trying to go on stage and
I'm
dance
like,
with
y'all
Chris
ain't even
Brown.
invite me over for a movie,
I'm just saying,
man.
it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Bro,
y'all watch a movie.
The episodes I
look.
watched, they was decent.
Look,
I ain't gonna
man,
hold
my
you.
chick better not go get no. Look, don't do it, bro.
I wouldn't care.
You in
Yeah, no,
danger.
it wouldn't
But I
bother me.
went to a strip club and
I guess
like,
I would have an attitude.
and the girl
But I ain't
danced
going
on
to the
me.
strip club neither,
Gabby
though.
was mad the whole time. Later, I was like, never again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will we ever do this?
I mean, I can see me having an attitude because he's literally humping her, bro. I mean,
it's depends on how tasteful it is or how
Yeah,
tasteful
no.
it's
Tasteful lap
not.
dance?
bro.
I
bro.
guess it.
Look,
I guess
hey, you know what?
You know,
I'm breaking up. Hold
strip
on.
Club.
Hey,
It
Mike.
is a tasteful lap dance at the strip
Mike,
club.
look
You
at
just
this
gotta
picture,
go
bro.
with the strip
No,
club.
we got to break up. This bitch
Oh
done
no! When
grabbed the
she
back
put
of
her
Chris
hands
Brown's
around,
hands.
all right.
Oh, yeah, she
You
was-
know
yeah.
what? If she would have stood there with
You know
her
what
hands
it-
closed
you know
like
what?
this, yeah, okay, now you're right. But
Yeah,
you're right.
we got to
you
break
getting
up.
fired.
This
bro.
is look. She hugging on him and stuff. Yeah, nah.
Man, then
Okay.
in the insert picture, man, he got her legs up. He be oh yeah, no, we got to break
Wait,
up.
he was humping her with her legs up.
We gotta break up.
Nah, yeah, okay. I'm
It's
on
too
Buddy's
much.
side.
We gotta
now.
break up, man.
I didn't know how
too
far
much.
it
We
went.
gotta break
I thought
up,
it was
man.
more so just some like, hey, he was rubbing on her or whatever. Her hands was down to the side. She got him wrapped around her neck like she trying to go in the backstage with him. Oh,
Man,
hell
she
no.
looked like she was trying to get took down for real. And he was probably singing "Take You Down," and then
He
he
picked
whispered,
her.
"6 7 3 4 5 6 7 2 3. Call me,
Cold to my truck, my trailer.
call
too
me."
much.
He definitely was trying to hump her brains out through her belly.
Man,
I don't
I
know,
can see that.
man. Yeah. So here, man, this was something that I came up with, man. Like right before we turned the cameras on. Just switching gears a little bit. I was at work this week, man, and having great conversations with my coworkers. Shout out to them. I'm not allowed to say their names because I don't want to, put anybody out there like that or whatever about where they work, whatever the case. But I had this thought, man, and I feel like now is the greatest time to be alive in the world through all time frames in life. So throughout the centuries through time, I feel like now is the greatest time to be alive. Why do you think that, DA? Because I feel like in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, no one knew what the financial gain was. Like, you knew you could make some money and grow some wealth, buy a house. You know what I mean? The narrative was grow up, get a wife, buy a house, live your life, be happy. They weren't being pushed to be entrepreneurs. They weren't being pushed to be business owners, real estate moguls, and so on. But in this current climate in which we live in an era, bro, where you can literally be anything you want. Like literally. Like you can raise a child and tell them, like, and it not just be cliche. You can literally be anything you want to be in this world. So if you want to grow up to be the president, you can be that. If you want to grow up to be a millionaire, you can be that. We're not being shackled by the days of old. We had this conversation before we came up, and everybody said, put a pin in it because I want to save my argument for when we go live because everybody wants the fucking BDA. So, DP, you was the first one to disagree with me. What do you have? I believe that this is the greatest time to be alive.
I think I agree with the fact that in a monetary sense, it's the greatest time to be alive because this is the first generation of money, really. Maybe the second, but really the first
But the first.
of us having money.
I understand.
But the way we had to degrade ourselves to get it, the way the community had to be broke down to get there, the way we would step on each other's toes to get there, I would disagree. I would go back further. Because it's a newer question, I can't go find a time that's better. Like, I can't say, like, the 70s, and I wasn't there, of course, you know what I mean? But I feel like we were more of a community. I'll take less money to be a community. I would rather not have the financial backing that I have right now if I could have the real support of my neighbor. Like, before, your neighbor wanted you to do well. Like, we grew up poor, so I know what it's like for your neighbor to really be like, well, look, I know y'all ain't got no food today, so we'll help y'all over here.
Yeah.
That's not today. You know what I mean? I got to hide my struggle now because I'm looked at as a failure in my community now. Even before, like, if we was all struggling, we're all trying to figure out this together.
Yeah.
There's no togetherness now.
Okay.
So it can't be the best time.
Okay. I like it. That's clean. What you got, Mike?
I personally think the 90s was the best time for a lot of things.
Okay.
Like, morality now is gone. And that society morality that we had prior to us graduating. We graduated in 02, most of us. So we graduated 02, all of us. But beyond that, like, the morality was different. And I think social media plays a big part in it, as Mr. Cleveland Grimes said.
Yeah.
Social media plays a big part in it. You see everything.
Yeah.
There's no, like we didn't know what, like, real life, like, how many times did y'all know that they were shooting down Gaza Strip in Israel? We never knew that. But now on social media.
Wait, say that one more time?
Shooting down Gaza Strip in Israel.
Oh, okay.
Like, or this bomb blew up here.
Yeah.
Or this happened here. We hear about it. We see it on the news maybe, but it was so short-lived because the news cycle's so quick, right?
Yeah.
Now on social media, everybody's posting the same thing. Everybody's sharing it. Everybody sees. All you see is destruction, hurt, and evil all the time.
Well, I mean, that's just the way of the world.
But we didn't have that before, which everybody had. Like Dennis
But,
said,
I mean, it was still happening, though.
it was happening, but you're oblivious to it. So it don't exist until you know it exists. To me, that's how
I agree.
personally
That's
think.
clean. That's
Things
clean.
don't exist
That's
until
clean.
you know they exist.
Yeah.
So we didn't know they exist. So we go out and we help each other. We help the community. There was real food drives. There was real things that we did to help each other in the community. If they didn't have food, mama, no, come eat.
Yep.
You don't see that no more. It's very rare. Not to say it don't happen. It's very rare.
Yeah, no,
that
it happens.
We
But
too proud to say we don't have.
Yeah,
food.
we too, because we don't want to look like we don't have.
The
I think-
perception is more important than the reality now.
Mhm.
I have to keep up the perception that I'm doing well. I can't afford this sweatsuit,
what's what's
but this one,
That one.
you know, look at this tag. No, I'm
Shut
just
the
playing.
Shut the fuck up.
No, the perception that I'm keeping up with my peers is more important than us actually having a bond now. And that's why I do agree with Cleveland that, I don't call you that, Bam. I agree with that because the perception means more than the reality.
But then on the other spectrum of it is like you said, like you try to keep up with the Joneses, right? But the Joneses don't do nothing but get up there and shit on the rest of the people.
Facts.
That's what's happening in our community. People like, well, I made it, fuck you. No, that's not how our community ever should have been, and it never been that way. The 80s, although people may have been on drugs real heavy in the 80s because that was the crack epidemic and everything like that. And then in the 90s,
Shout out to the
and they
80s.
started putting everybody in jail for it, which destroyed and kind of created this era now where there's very little morality.
Yeah.
Like, women and men. It's not just women. A lot of times we put morality on women too much. Like we put a strong hold on women's morality when it's not fair to them. Like, oh, you naked on the internet. Like, oh, you a slut now. Nah, you just naked on the internet.
Yeah.
But then we like, she don't got no morals. But then men who don't take care of their children, who walk away from them, or who's not present in their life, we be like, oh, well, he cool. He doing his thing. And not looking at the fact that like his morals is fucked.
Yeah.
The 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s is like you had a community of family. It was a village. Like you were a village in your community, regardless what was going on.
So here, let me intervene for a minute, because I definitely wanted to get both of your points of view, before I tried to garner a way of understanding.
He's exactly correct on that.
So even though you had the sense of community in the 60s, or that's too far, you had a sense of community in the 80s and 90s. I think what I'm trying to convey here is just based on the fact that they weren't allowed, I'll go so far as to say allowed, they weren't allowed to see past community. So that's all you had. The number of, and I don't want to make this a monetary conversation, but the number of the number of millionaires that you had, millionaire families, black, white, orange, green, purple, the number of millionaire families were few and far between, because you only knew, like you said, what was put in front of you. But now that we have the internet, this is the age of information. That's what it's called. Mm-hmm. It's the age of information. We're a little bit past it now. We're in Gen Z and all of the rest of this stuff, Gen X, whatever. The fact that we are so heavily informed about everything is why I say now, because the fact that the information gets pushed as fast as it does, and we can kind of keep up with what's happening right now and not get news by mail carrier or by mail cart or carriage. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not, the news isn't 3 weeks old anymore. You get the news as it happens. I think that's why it's a great time to be alive, because now we can kind of look to the future and say, well, if we're here, then 20 years from now, yeah, we're going to be even more advanced. So let me sow the seed. In the 80s and the 90s, you weren't even allowed to sow the seed. Mom and daddy just went to work.
But here's the thing. As we grew, somebody had to plant. You don't grow without planting. The 90s, we were planting seeds. People were becoming more educated. Think about the TV shows. I use the media. I'm using media because I was just listening to some Erykah Badu the other day. And I was like, well, it was like my Tribe Called Quest radio channel. And Erykah Badu came on and you listen to the music. The music's different.
Yeah.
Has a whole different wholesome vibe. It felt more wholesome than what we listen to now. Then when we watch TV, you seen black people with things in the 90s that made sense to us. Educational, different world. The Cosby Show, through the 80s and 90s. Martin and Gina, we look at it as comedic, but we look at it as a strong couple that had black friends that stuck together.
Community. They were
came
community.
together in community. Even Shanae, they hated them, but still helped them.
She
when
was
they
a part of
needed
the community.
Right? Then we watched The Fresh Prince. These are the greatest shows of our time of the 90s.
100%.
Living Single. We watch all of these shows and everything that was stolen from them shows for other shows. Right. We watched them shows and it brought a sense of.
I like what you did there.
We have these rich families that have money. We never thought of Martin as being poor. Remember when he hit the lotto and he bought all that stuff and they came and took it?
Yeah.
Because he only got $150. He was hot. But we never looked at it as struggle. It wasn't struggle shows. Now we got BMF, we got Snowfall, we got
struggle shows.
We don't got
this P-Valley, all this bullshit.
It ain't a single show with a strong father on it.
Like, they take the father out, or they make him homosexually, or he a cheater, or he a beater, or he a drug dealer, or he a killer.
Or a drug user.
Or a drug abuser and user.
Yeah.
And he not a great father. They took all of that away from us because guess what? The 90s showed us how to be united with each other as a family.
Yeah.
And how to bring other people into your family and unite them.
Subsequently, listening to you, though, that's why I say this is the greatest time to be alive, because let me scroll back. She hasn't said anything in a bit, so I imagine that she's left. But this is what I love about Venus So Fly, because she tells you, no doubt, outside of, in her post, her Facebook post, some things I agree with, some things I don't, because I'm just not as abreast of things as she is in that nature. But the outside world shouldn't affect who you are on the inside. Now, it does have the ability to influence you, but this is why I like what they're doing or what they're trying to do in the world today, because now I can see that you're trying to tear my community down. And everybody, there's some people who just fall in line, shake your ass, P-Valley, You know what I'm saying? BMF. Everybody want to be drug boys, dope boys. Everybody want to be ghosts. Everybody want to be, you know what I'm saying? I get that. But then it calls for a stronger mind and a mentality to say, you know what? I'm better than that.
But they're beating us.
Who's beating us?
As a
We're
whole.
beating us.
As a whole.
We're beating
falling for
us.
the trap, though.
As long
You
as we
just
fall
said,
for
I
the
can
trap.
see what you're doing. So you can see it.
But here's
But the majority of us can't.
But also too, I want it to be known that like, as hard as we feel like we can see them trying to destroy our community, they seen it back then too. They just had the overwhelming power to stay away from it. And at some
Who
point,
had the overwhelming power?
the adult groups of the 80s and 90s. We didn't
No,
grow
they
up as
didn't.
an adults in the 80s and 90s, so it's different.
Yeah, but I
So-
mean, they were the users.
Yeah, it happens as a
Yeah.
user because it got put in the community.
Yeah.
But, so I get the understanding of the user part, but people had compassion for them folks. Now I don't got no compassion for no crackhead. Like, bro, you should know better. Like, get the fuck out of here. You should know
We're
better.
going to pull our phone on the table.
Like, that never happened in the 80s. People would try to help you get off of that shit because they knew it was bad.
I mean, but at
But then
what
you had the
point?
people that would sell it. It's always going to be that
At what point?
yin yang to our
At
community.
what point is it that it's not so much as that people don't have compassion, but it's like, you know, I've tried to help you for so long, bro, and it's like, if you're not trying to help yourself, I can't keep lagging back with you because I have to go do this
And
thing.
you absolutely right. But there's people that don't even know people that'll pull their phone out and record a crackhead because they think it's funny. Shit's not funny to me. It's never been funny to me. It's not funny, especially when
That's
it's black
clean.
people.
That's clean.
It's just like homeless black people. Black people will walk right past them and be like, man, they should go get a job. Bro, you don't know their situation?
Hey, Mike, you remember when you checked me for having that might be offline. I don't know if that's. Remember I had the friend that was homeless, and I used to take him to Panda every Wednesday and get him a hotel room.
Yeah.
And remember you was like, do you remember why you told me don't?
Because he taking advantage of you.
That's not what you
Wait,
said,
when? Wait,
We're talking-
which one?
He used to be by Walmart all the time.
By Walmart? Was
Yeah.
it the white dude?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the white
remember
bum
that?
you had. Your
Yeah.
bum friend
This
that was
nigga
the white
said
bum.
the white
Bro,
I was talking about
bum
the
you
black
had.
bum that
Jesus help us.
we bought some when we was at the library, we bought him jackets and shit.
Yeah.
That's different. Oh yeah, white
But
bums, white people don't black people should never be giving their money to white people. That's the stupidest shit that we could ever do.
He was hot at me.
Bro,
he
I'm
was
like, don't
dead serious.
ever go do that. They
He's
not our
dead
community
serious.
because they wouldn't do that for you.
Yeah.
It's some will. Don't get me wrong. When I ever speak, I never speak in absolute. And I know none of us do.
Yeah.
But they why would you go and feed your oppressor? And I'm finna go on a whole fucking rant about it, but
I
I'm
kind
gonna
of
leave it
figured
at
that.
this.
I turned your
We
mic
are
up.
you turned it off?
No, I
Okay,
turned it up.
We living in a world where, bro, black people don't even know that they at fucking war. You don't even fucking know it. You just going through the motions. You want to see some big titties and some ass, but your whole community at war. They tell you about 2030 that black people will not, median income may be zero, but white people income is going to go up. These are the things that we go through, and we got the nerve to sit here and give our money to other white people? No, hell no. It doesn't mean I don't like white people. I love white people.
How many white friends you got?
Probably like 3. But I got a white friend named Jimmy. You can go on my page, Jimmy Whitfield. Jimmy is one of the greatest white friends I have. Mike Tortorella too. They're some of the greatest white friends I have. I love them
I hope
to
you
death.
got more than just those two.
Yeah,
You're gonna
it's more than
You're
that.
gonna offend some.
Three is
Yeah,
another one.
It's
you're
one
gonna
more.
offend some
Joe
white
Bobby.
people.
Joe Bobby,
My
I
guy.
love white people, but in a country that oppressed black people so badly
Yeah.
and has done everything that they possibly can to hold you down financially, emotionally,
Yeah,
spiritually,
yeah.
why would you go and harbor and take care of them?
Yeah.
Why? When there are black bums out here, I hate to say bum because that sounds so bad.
But I mean, it's
there's
politically
black
correct.
bums out here that need,
Homeless people.
Our
That's the correct
help.
Black
term.
people in need.
they still bums. I'm being politically
homeless,
correct,
Mike.
but
Don't
they
call them
homeless.
bums.
But some people choose
Because a lot of
that
these dudes
lifestyle.
who got houses is bums.
Like, yeah, that's true too. But they choose a lifestyle in a way too. But I understand, like, bro, I come off of 80 and it's a black dude that we went to high school with.
yeah,
He offered 80 every fucking day. I gave him $200 one day. I said, bro, go get whatever you need. I said, and if you need a job, Here my car. I'm gonna help you get a job. He went to Dollar Tree, filled out an application when I worked at Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, I don't got no ride, but they said they hired me. I said, I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna take you to work. I picked him up and I took him to work. I did this twice for 2 different black people. And I took him to work. How many people you know do that for our community?
Yeah.
It's not
dangerous.
done like that. But I know in the 90s, if my mama didn't have a ride to work, the other black people at the job would come together to help her get to work. We
Yeah.
don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
This is the things that we're missing. And we're the adults of this generation that's missing it because we're so focused on getting ahead. We're so focused about being financially straight, which is very important. But your community being financially straight is just as important as you being financially straight.
100%.
Because if you have nobody to reach back to and get anything from, when it all falls apart, you just like them now again, which is fine. But if I could pull from you and those resources, we have the money. Black people generate over $2 trillion a year.
Yeah.
And we don't do anything with it but put it back in the white community. And then we wonder why they won't give us reparations. Like we're begging people. We're begging white people still. Even with all the information we have.
Yeah.
We're still begging white people to give.
I
So
hear
how can we live in the best time, bro, if we still begging? We
Because
begging for them not to kill us from police. We was doing that in the 60s.
So I mean, again, and this being the generation or the time of information, the age of information. The reason why I say it's the greatest because you do have women in your community like Venus So Fly.
We do.
You can't scroll without what's Eric Turner or Funkadelic or some shit like that. I don't know what his real name is. But you have these people in your communities, bro, and I don't want to call them conscious. I don't want to call them woke because to me, that's an insult. They're just intelligent beings who can see. They have the ability to see what's happening. And I'll go so far as to say a handful of them has brought me to a point where I'm at least, let me take a look around this corner and see what's around here because I wasn't going around that corner before. So when I say that this is the greatest time to be alive, everybody will just look at this and say, oh, he wants to be a podcast host because they don't know me. They don't know the ideal behind why this has to take off because then I can use this platform to spread the information. But when it comes to homelessness in Joliet, bro, I promise you I'm going to conquer that by myself.
But I will tell you I agree that this is the best age of technology. This
Well,
is the greatest age of
obviously we know that,
ever.
but
every era. So when you grading the era, I think when we're grading an era, we have to look at the technology, have to look at the spirituality, and finance. All of those things matter.
They are booming right now.
Because the 90s had everything but smartphones, bro, and social media. We still had damn near everything.
But wouldn't you say that the age of technology would be damning in the 90s then?
What do you mean? All we need is smartphones and social media to go to the 90s. But it probably destroyed the good
That's what
part
I'm
about
saying.
the 90s.
That's what I'm saying.
Social media didn't do nothing but bring people together in a bad way. Like it's kids out here that's literally killing themselves because they don't got 1 million views because Ryan's Toy Story show getting $11 million a year. I'm mad he making $11 million a year.
Too, at what point does that befall on you, the parent? And not you, Sir Mike. I'm talking about societally, the parent. Like, so we'll say that the age of technology and social media and everything and it's ruined this, and this. But if you know the difference and you allow it to ruin.
And like she said, it's positives and negatives. She's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you sit back and allow it, then that's one thing.
But here's the thing. I have to understand the mental mind. Like this goes back to the war that black people been in for so long. It's been a mental gymnastics competition for 200 years with us. Because if we can mentally put you in a state, you influenced. Influence means so much. People are paying millions, trillions, and billions of dollars.
Trillions of dollars.
Just for influence because they know that,
I agree.
The influence matters.
Yeah.
I don't care how good a parent you are.
Mm-hmm.
The influence matters. People pay for that.
I disagree.
It don't matter, bro.
I disagree.
I don't want to put anybody's personal issues in it.
Nah,
but when you think about
I
it, bro,
disagree.
if companies are willing to put trillions of dollars just into influence, it's a reason why.
Well, yeah, of course it's a reason
it's
why, bro.
easier.
But you have to take into consideration that I'll create all of the negative that you need. So I'll tell you that your life is useless without this $50,000 car. I'll tell you that your life is useless without this big, beautiful $250,000 home. I'll tell you your life is useless without all of these $200, $300, $400, $500 shoes that we got on this. I'll explain that to you. So as a parent, I can get you to go out and work more. By me getting you to go out and work more, you're at home less with your child. When you're at home less with your child, to pacify that said child, you're going to put technology in their hands. When you put that technology in their hands, that's where the trillions of dollars is going to kick in, because I now become the influence. But if you take those devices, and I'm not saying take them all 100%, because we can't do that in the world that we live in. It's crazy. It's insane. But if you spend time with them, if you take them to the park, if you conversate with them, if you throw the ball with them, see, that's where you spoke to us being the adults. We so busy doing this
that we put it on our kids,
that we forget about the children. So at what part does the onus take? At what part do we take onus as parents and say, you know what? I dropped the ball here. Let me get a little bit more involved in what you got going on, because I'm making it seem as if everything else in the world is more important.
Here's the secret to why you got to go work so much. The average person can't afford shit right now.
And that's why I said this is the greatest time to be alive, because I'll go with my idea. Let's say I go and let's say I took some money, right? I took my income taxes from last year and this year, and I went and got me 15 vending machines. That frees up every fucking thing every day of my life. Now, I have to do some research. I have to find out heavy traffic areas. I have to find out, foot traffic and things of that nature. So I'm thinking, we got a lot of salon suites, barbershops. You know what I'm saying? We got some doctor's offices where, this doctor is really popular. I'm putting my machines in these places. When you get that foot traffic in those places, these 15 machines are bringing in $500 a piece a month. Do the math. And that's on the light end of the spectrum. It could get out of control at a barber college or outside of a Walmart or a CVS or something of that nature, and I can't even keep them full because they're constantly being emptied. So when I say that this is the greatest time to be alive, I hate to put it on a financial base, but then when you give it that generational wealth point of view, that vantage point, then it's like, oh shit, now I'm not working 40, 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, being pulled away from the home. When my children are at school, give me 1 second, bro. I'm going to wrap it up. When my children are at school, I take them first 20 hours, them first 5 hours out of every morning and hit my routes. Bing, 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 bing. And that's on the light end. 20, 25 hours a week. When my kids are home, I'm home. We doing stuff. I'm at their baseball games. I'm at their football games. We going over homework. I've self-educated. We got family time. We eating dinner as a family. See, we've chosen to get away from it. They knew that if I can influence the adults to move in the manner in which I want them to move, then I can conquer the children. Right. But at what point do we now start to see? And that's why I love SoFly. I don't want to just leave anybody out. But these people are, think outside of what you know what I'm saying? Think outside of that 9 to 5.
If you saying that generational wealth, if you're talking financial, when you're talking generational wealth, takes a lot of time. You're not going to be able to be up your kid's ass and be with them to give them exactly the time that they need where they won't be influenced somewhere else. It's a very hard thing. It takes a whole generation to build generational wealth. And when you build in generational wealth, we think it's easy because it's easy to be a millionaire now. It's easy to be a millionaire. Anybody can become a millionaire almost overnight with a good product, right? And you're like, well, yeah, he's a millionaire. That's not generational wealth. That's just a millionaire.
Well, slow down. That's semantics.
But you said
No. Slow down, Mike. You said generational wealth. I said if I go out and buy machines, I'm not giving a corporation 10 hours of my time every day.
No, you talked about generational wealth
before. But slow down.
What your goal is.
But slow down, because you're ready to prove a point. My point is that I'm not working 70 hours a week because I am now my own boss.
Bro,
And
I'm
that
telling
money-
you gonna work 70 hours a week.
You're not, bro.
I'm an entrepreneur. I do this. How many hours a week you work?
I get it popping.
Bro,
But I get
it's just so happened that our
it's different-
business
it's
is
different.
short in a short time frame.
It's different venues. It's different avenues of what you can do. Your lane, what you like. I don't know.
Most
I will
entrepreneurs
say-
are putting
yeah,
in
I was
hours,
finna say,
bro.
most
You
entrepreneurs
putting
do
in
put
a lot of hours.
Yeah, but you're missing what I'm saying. When you go and work for a corporation, that's 10 hours a day, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. There are different ways. It's a million ways to make $1 million. And we're not making this a number.
Right.
But there's a million ways to bring home $5,000 a month, $6,000 a month. And I know you can live on less because I'm living on less. I might not be thriving, but I can live on less where my kids still get the basics, where they still get a bit better than the basics. My wife still has her social amenities to make her feel comfortable in the things because you'll make a way. But when you go out and you find the things, it don't have to be, when you say entrepreneur, it don't have to be, you running a boutique or you having a brick and mortar. That's not what I'm saying, bro. Because Mayette, you in here. She talks about it all day long, bro. Where it's programs where this is why I say now is the best time.
Technology-wise.
But bro, on both ends of the spectrum, bro.
How is it on both ends of the spectrum?
Because
when
Mike,
it's technology.
okay, just listen to what I'm saying.
I am.
10 machines at $500 a month. How much money is that monthly?
That's $5,000, bro.
I ain't making $5,000 a month right now.
You not.
But hold on, watch this. So after 2 years of making this, with the mind frame that we should be thinking on, and you say, well, everybody don't think that way. But we having this conversation. Now I double that. And then in 2 years, I triple that. By this time, my sons and nephews are now 16, 17, 18.
But think about now the time you just missed to put in to build that for 3 years.
But bro,
It don't-
Mike, do you know how long it takes to stock a fucking vending machine?
Bro.
Like, listen.
Bro, entrepreneurship takes time.
It
It's not
doesn't,
no
bro.
quick thing.
It doesn't.
And anybody that's been in entrepreneurship, in any field of entrepreneurship, gonna tell you you're gonna put in a lot of hours.
It's gonna take
at
you a
first.
while. It's
And
like the
then
longest part for that to be placing the
you could
machine.
put some cars on
Like,
Turo,
bro-
but how you gonna get the cars if you just gonna put cars on Turo? You can get Airbnbs, but how you gonna manage the Airbnbs just with no money? You have to work hard.
Mike, who
get
said
to that
nobody
point.
was gonna work, bro?
We
but
talk
I
about
don't have to
influence
take
in the house.
But
you
I don't
can't
have
be
but
at
Mike,
home.
you don't have to be out the home 10, 12 hours a day to do this.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't, bro. You doing
Where
this
you
all
gonna get the income from?
You're doing this all from the front of your crib.
So where you gonna get the income?
The
to
income
even
for what?
start?
I just told you, bro. I'm gonna take my 2 income tax years and put them together and start. I said that in the
But
beginning.
bro, you still working.
You missing what I'm. You
It
moving the
did- it
goalposts,
take- I'm
bro.
not moving the
You moving the
goalposts.
Listen.
Bro, you're not listening to me because I swear to God, he's not listening to me. You have to get money to go make money.
But Mike-
you can't just say, I'm gonna put some vending
Mike.
machines here. Then, oh, well, it worked. Oh, it didn't work. Now I got to move them here.
Mike,
Bro, it's a lot of time that
listen
goes
to what I
into
just
being
said, bro.
a business owner.
Relax.
You making it sound easy.
Relax.
It's not.
Relax.
I am relaxed. You making
I'm
it sound
working. I
easy.
said I'll take my income from 2 separate years and start the business. I'll go get 5 machines and then I'll double it and triple. Machines don't cost them $1,500, $2,000. That's really light end.
Understandable.
And you can go get cheaper machines. I'm talking about the ones that light up and do all of the nice, pretty stuff that you wanted to do. And I'm not going top end because then you can get to $5,000, $10,000 machines, whatever. I'm saying to start. When I put those 2, 3, 5 machines in place, they're making money. When my kids get up to go to school, the 8 hours that they're at school, I'm going those same 8 hours. I'm not working 10 at night. I'm not working 5 to 5 in the morning. I'm there when they need me.
Understandable. Now, what you're talking about is influence. If we're talking about the influence at home, you could work the hours that they go to school and still have the same influence instead of having vending machines. Is that not possible?
But when you go and work those 8, 10 hours that they're at school, when you come home, where are you at mentally? where are you at physically? You're drained. And that's only because not only are you doing the work, but you're dealing socially at work with people that you really don't want to deal with. You're dealing mentally at work with bosses that you really don't want to deal with. They're putting quotas on your name. They're giving you write-ups for stuff that you just like, bro, I'm doing what y'all telling me to do. So by the time you mentally come home, you drained, bro.
How many
you're
vending
not
machines?
there.
How much money you need for vending machines?
It all depends on what type of machine
you want 5 machines, right?
It all depends on what type of
I'm
machine.
gonna give you $5,000.
Okay.
On May 1st, you go get 5 vending machines. You put them vending machines together because you're making it sound like it's easy.
It's super
Entrepreneurship
easy.
is not easy.
It's super easy,
it's
bro.
not easy.
It is.
We got an
Until
experiment
you
getting ready
get,
to
It
happen.
is.
When you get into entrepreneurship, you're going to be like, oh, my bad. This shit harder than I fucking thought. You got to deal with why these ain't the same right snacks that people need in here. Why this shit ain't selling. Because now I got to figure out what got to go in there. So I have to monitor that shit. Now I have to go make sure, oh, this machine broke down. I got to go fix this motherfucker. Now I got to go load this one. Oh, well, now I got to go load another one over there.
That's
How-
the
when you
5
got-
hours a day that
No,
you
no,
working.
listen,
Like, what are you
listen.
talking
say-
about?
So where you mentally going to be after a whole day of entrepreneurship?
Bro, you're not working in this. And again, you're missing it. Because when you're at home, when you at work in those warehouses, you standing on those machines or you standing when you standing, like that beats you up mentally. So when you come home, when you doing what you love to do, you not at work, bro. When you're your own boss, you're not at work, bro. When you make your own hours, you're not at work, bro.
It sounds
what, bro?
good until you do it.
I was just gonna say now.
It sound
you was
good.
with this to me at first, but that part I disagree
It
with.
sound
You
good
work harder
until
at
you
your
do
own
it.
Hey,
stuff than you do somebody
Watch
else's.
this.
Entrepreneurship will make you hate.
How many
what you
times have
doing,
you heard
even
me
though you
complain
thought
about
you loved it.
podcasting? How many times have you heard me complain about going to work? I don't make a fucking dime in here. I don't make a single dime in here, and I'm in here more than I'm anywhere else. I be in here when you leave. And you ain't heard me complain about it once because this is what I love. That's what you missing, bro. You not in that entrepreneurship. I guarantee you, start Ons the Air and get Ons the Air popping. I bet you won't complain about it one time. I bet you won't complain about it one
I'm
time.
gonna complain because this shit is hard.
Bro, you won't.
I'ma
'Cause
complain, but
Remember
I'ma
when
still
you first
work
told me
through it.
when you first told me about Ons the Air, bro? We was sitting in front of your crib, bro, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was so excited. I was like, "Ooh, this nigga, you had the idea before any of these niggas was doing it.
I did.
It was in your mind before any of them, and you went left.
I went to do something else.
But you had to, and now look what everybody else is doing.
He chased the money.
Bro,
I had
but that
to.
was the bro. Come on,
But
bro.
see,
Look
that's
how many
true.
clothing lines, bro. You had it. You
I
even the
did-
joint.
you-
Every time I walk past his office and I see that OD hat, I'll be like, "Fuck,
I'm
Mike."
gonna give him the Kanye thing, bro. It takes infrastructure. It takes money. It takes other things that I did not have. So I have to move here to do here. Like
We gonna have that conversation
Y'all
offline.
both right.
Yeah, we gonna have that
I think
conversation
y'all- I think
offline.
y'all both
Entrepreneurship.
Because we just had the conversation,
Yeah.
bro. You've been in the space to do that. To where this is not, but the other
just
shit
left
ain't
it alone
bothering you.
at this point.
You know that
That's
person-
just me
you know
leaving
that-
it alone.
You know that person who just want to see an experiment. If you give him 5,000 May 1st, I give him 5,000.
Give him another 5,
Hey,
bro.
hold
When you
on.
start doing it,
Hey, listen.
When you start
That's
doing
on
it.
everything,
Produce
Bro.
that 10K, and I
promise.
guarantee y'all by the end of the year, not only will I give y'all 5,000 back, but whatever shoes you come up with, I'll go buy. And
Bro, I don't want
no,
nothing.
no, 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 no,
I don't want
The shoes,
nothing.
I'm talking about for
want you
the,
to
but I'm
see
talking about.
how hard
That's
it
light,
really
bro.
is.
It's light, bro.
That's finna take. It's gonna
That's
be. It's
light,
gonna be
bro.
a movement, bro.
It's not
You
gonna be a
gonna need-
movement.
It's
Hey.
gonna take you a minute to find a place to put it.
It
No.
take time.
This is where proper preparation prevents poor performance. Nigga, you don't think I was already on this? So y'all just
Hey,
put me in the
slow down.
car.
We're done. May 1st, you will get 10 grand,
Bro.
and we want to see
Hey,
you put the
listen.
People
pieces
be
together.
making
That's it.
entrepreneurship.
That's-
It's
I don't
not
know how
an
many of
easy
y'all in here
deal.
listening to this,
That's it.
but when
It's
I put
not
that
easy.
post up,
Bro,
when I
it's
put that
not
post up, when these
easy.
niggas don't
May
come
1st,
through with
go
that
do
10
that.
bands,
Go
we
do
gonna
that.
see.
But I
Because
just want
with
you to
y'all,
know,
And I'm not
I'm
saying
rooting
I'm not
for you.
rooting
no,
against
don't, no, no.
you.
Oh, I know y'all ain't
I'm
rooting
not
for me.
rooting against you.
I know. No, I know y'all not rooting against me, but y'all just, y'all really just missed what I
Bro.
did there.
Because we definitely want you to do well. I want you to do
Facts.
well, but I want you
100.
to see that
100.
entrepreneurship takes
100.
away from your family. It's going to.
Man, this is only gonna
Just like
feed
your
into
job,
my family.
it is going to feed your family.
only
Shit,
gonna feed
entrepreneurship
into my
feed my
family.
family. But I'm telling you, bro, when you get into it and you keep doing it, bro, it takes so much to get to where you need to.
Yeah,
like she said,
tough.
it take 3 to 5. She said 3 to 5 years of sacrifice. Guess what you sacrificing? That time that you were supposed to have with your kids. And if your kids is 10, 11 years old, guess what them 3 to 5 years do? You miss junior high. You were halfway through high school.
No.
So
We
who
just
influencing them for
Mayette
3 to
just hit
5
you with a
years?
bar though, bro. Because God gave you that
Vision
It's
for you.
For you.
It's for
Forget
you.
what we talking about.
Hey,
We
But
just
I
said
wanna see it, though.
entrepreneurship is
I
hard.
pay for an experiment.
Hey.
I want to see it.
I want to see you do well.
Hey, and I'll even go this far. And I know y'all don't underestimate, but when we walked into the Jeremy Fears thing, the first thing that Terry Moore said to me is, I bought a space. I want you to run it. And
You gotta stop talking.
Yeah.
'Cause you do that one thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
But I
I don't want you to go.
Yeah.
No.
You right.
It's just entrepreneur is
we-
hard.
we know
That's
people.
all.
Yeah.
I just give you a
Hey.
taste that it's hard.
It's
it
not
takes
hard,
a lot
bro.
of time, bro. We think that it's easy.
The
but
3
it's
to
very,
3 to
very
5
hard.
years she spoke of, it takes 3 to 5 years to build a brand.
But
That's the most popular conversation right now.
we're not trying
So
to
that's
build like
yeah,
a
but yeah,
brand
that's what
thing
I'm.
there.
Yeah, no.
But it's gonna take. It took me 3 years to start really making money. Took me almost 4 years to really start making money, but I still was putting in a lot of time. Now, granted, I got to the point that now I can spend a lot of time with my kids. But guess what? My oldest daughter finna graduate high school. I missed a lot of good times with her.
Yeah.
She understands. It takes an understanding child. Because
Oh no,
we
I
talk
definitely
about
understand
it.
sacrifice. Me and my
But-
wife talk about it all
Yeah,
the time. Me
it's
going to go work them 10 hours,
huge
and then
sacrifice.
being up in here for 3-4 hours out the day.
It's a huge
100
sacrifice
hey,
when you have to do both.
get it.
And unfortunately, right now, you have to do both.
hey man, listen. May 1st to be here before you know it, man. I'll take cash.
We can speed this mug up.
Hey.
I want to see this.
Hey, I'll take cash. Hey, all of y'all heard these niggas talking. And when I take them 5 machines and I turn them into 10 machines in 6 months, and they be like, hey, wait a minute. And I'm kicking it with you, and I'm calling you. Hey, bro, we going to the barbershop? Hey,
No,
bro,
no,
hey,
no,
hey,
we
Mike,
not saying that.
You
though.
trying to go to breakfast?
We
I
saying
want
you
you to
can
do
do that.
I know I can do
But
it.
What
we're
we
saying
saying
it's gonna
is
take away from
it's
the
gonna
family.
take away from
It's
it.
not, bro, because
Bro.
y'all missing it.
You still gonna be working, right?
I'm not. Once
gonna
I
quit working?
Hold on, whoa, slow down. I'm going to put my machines in place. I'm going to put them in place, and I'm going to tell y'all, I'll give y'all a date. Give me 2 months, and I'll give y'all a date on when I'm going to walk away from my job.
Don't do that.
No, you got to keep
Don't
going,
do
though.
that, bro. I did that, and it was and we talked about this before it started, and I did that. I walked away.
But it
From
was
almost a
Mike. We had
six-figure job.
We had 2 different ideas, though,
And
bro.
I walked away. I made
We had-
$13,000.
We just talked about.
Bro,
I know the story, but
I want to hang
we
myself.
had 2.
It was
We
the
have 2
dumbest
different
shit I ever
ideals.
did, but it worked out.
It's always gonna work out because it's what's in you.
Because I
It's
shit,
what's
I ain't no
in you.
choice.
That's why we know you gonna hit.
It's what's in
That's
you.
why I
You
know
know
you're
you
gonna do
gonna hit.
well, but bro, it's gonna be very stressful. It's gonna have a lot of stress to it. It's gonna be a lot of things that you're gonna go home and you're gonna be like, I feel like I just had to work at this fucking dumbass job before.
But
it
that's
feels
the part.
like that.
And
You know
so
what the difference is? I just don't think you're gonna be mad about it.
And
That's the difference.
Hold
You won't
on,
be
hold
mad.
on. But because we're making this about business, and that's the part that y'all miss. Because I'm not upset about the work I just put in.
Right.
I'm still here
Oh, no.
mentally for my children.
I'm not upset about the work.
No. I'm not saying you are. I'm talking about the work that you put in when you go to work the 9 to 5.
Right.
I won't be
Okay,
upset
yeah.
about that. But when I get home, I'm not beat up mentally. Because it's times where I get off and I be like, man, don't make this left turn. If I stop at the crib, I'm not going to the podcast studio to put that work in.
I'm gonna be honest with you, just from entrepreneurship, because of what I do.
Yeah.
For me, it's mentally draining.
Man,
So
listen,
that's what I do.
understand.
So what I do is mentally draining. So I'm comparing my entrepreneurship journey and others that I've known. It can mentally fuck you up.
No, bro, listen.
And
Again,
it doesn't
I
mean like
understand all
but
of that.
It does make it easier for you to eventually be around your children. So when you do certain stuff, you're dealing with certain people. Like doing with like vending machines, you ain't dealing with too many people. You like,
And
bro, I'll go
that's-
stack these motherfuckers. Y'all, nigga, I
Let's
have some
go
chips
back
in
to
this bitch
the
in a minute.
beginning of the conversation. I first said there's a million ways to make $1 million. You have to choose what suits you.
But when
I'm not going to jump in y'all lane because that don't, as well as I can do in y'all lane because I have the social ability, I'm not going to do it because I don't have the wherewithal to be cool and calm and collected with people.
every
So I'm
entrepreneurship job, bro,
everything gonna have its bump. Come on, Mike.
Stress level.
Come on, Mike. We ain't. Come on,
When
man. We
them
not new to
machines go
this.
down and he needs somebody to come help him move a machine, and ain't nobody trying to help you. Don't nobody want to do nothing, bro. You gonna be like, fuck these niggas. And you're gonna be like, don't nobody want to help me. It becomes an issue, but it doesn't make you mad.
What you say, a Bentayga?
It's worth it.
you said a Urus?
I want a
Hey,
Urus.
look.
I want a Urus. He want the Bentley. I want the Urus.
Wait a minute.
I want a
Yeah, I
Urus.
swear to God, we gonna have this conversation offline. Because if you niggas put me in this car, man, y'all, this shit gone. This podcast shit. This shit man, we gonna be millionaires in 2 years off this. It ain't gonna take me 5. Y'all,
I just wanted to, like, the preparation, like you said, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Of course, you got to be prepared.
which notebook you want?
Mm-hmm.
Which notebook? Which business plan do you want,
Business plan,
bro? Yeah.
Look, as long as you
Hey, we
got
gonna
it, you
talk offline,
prepared.
man.
But
I'm
you
gonna let you.
prepared.
Hold on, wait, watch this. I'm gonna let y'all recant right now.
Oh, I'm dead. So, you know, I
Hey,
seeing the
I'm gonna let
got
y'all
you.
recant right now.
I'm telling
I
you,
want to see it.
I'm telling you, you just so you can
I'm
see
so thirsty.
that it
I
has.
thought tomorrow was May 1st. I'm like, oh, it's on tomorrow. I forgot it's April. Tomorrow is April 1st,
It's-
right?
Yeah, it's April 1st. I
Yeah,
think.
man, I was so thirsty. Like, oh, this finna be good.
It just-
Because I want to
it's-
see what's gonna happen.
It just it's just saying entrepreneurship just not as easy as it seems. A lot of times we give it off like it's easy because yes, you love doing it. People love what they do in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
That's why you go through all the shit. You go through all the shit that comes along.
There's a
with it.
word that's called scalability.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. I'll use it frequently throughout the next 6
see.
months. I'll use it frequently.
We want to
scalability.
But I want you to I want you to be able to come out of it. But I also too want you to understand that like running a business is super, super hard.
I think
it's
it's
not a-
hard.
it's-
It's really hard once you don't love it. Look, she said no, it's not. She said what?
She said, no, it is not easy.
Not easy.
Right.
It's not. It's just
I
not
think-
an
but
easy
once you
thing to
love
do.
it, it's not hard.
When you
I
love
used
it,
to be in
you
love.
will.
I'm not in love no more.
It will take your love away
Yeah,
from
I'm
it.
not in
You have
love
to
anymore.
find a reason why you love it again.
And it's
Like,
so crazy because like you'll see me post people who inspire me for the day. Like Mayette, I hear her a gang of times like, "Hey, I appreciate you," and you're not doing it for me. Well, I mean, I guess you put up an inspirational post to inspire, but like I see people like graduate college and they be so proud. And this one of my Facebook friends like had 2 jobs and like
took a
went to
whole
school. Like,
sacrifice.
I
I've seen
I
that.
need those things to get through my own stuff because I don't care how much money you give me. I don't want to do this.
We'll have that conversation offline,
Entrepreneurship
bro.
can take your
You know.
passion
We're
away
going
for
to,
something.
but
You
we're
like,
going
"I
to
fucking
have
hate
this
Especially
conversation.
but that's
Hey,
after you-
hey,
Because
listen,
of what
let's
we
let
do.
Hey, DP, fuck all that. Fuck what y'all talk about. What you got for this week, bro?
May 1st.
Yeah, that's all, man. I don't want to hear none of that shit,
I
man.
did not.
No, I'm
You
not
traumatized.
I'm not traumatized
No.
by
Hey,
it. It's
like-
just more so just explaining that like it has a really tough. It goes tough on your mental.
It definitely does,
Like
but
it's very tough on your mental to
we'll
run
have
your own
we'll
business.
have that offline. 'Cause
I was
that's
just
something.
letting
Yeah.
that
Oh
know.
no, I know,
It's
but
just
that's
tough
something I
on the
want to
mental.
tell y'all.
I can't wait for May 1st. That's all I'm
Man,
saying.
listen.
May
I
1st.
Child.
cannot
Hey,
wait
so
for May
ADP,
1st.
what's been at the top of your mind, man, this week? What you want to talk about?
Man, I was so turned up, I kind of forgot. What was my joint?
I forgot too. Shit, you was like, man, that's my. You was like,
You
that's
remember what my thing was?
Wait, what?
You remember what I was finna talk about?
Yeah, he said he had
Oh.
something to.
He had something earlier. He said he was
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
even
Talk about
remember.
it.
Hey, man,
I don't know
listen.
what it is.
Hey,
What was I talking about?
I have no
I don't
idea.
even
I'm like,
remember,
man,
dude.
listen.
I can't.
You know, I usually be. I don't get up for May at all because I'm just not
Hey.
one of them. But
Bro.
hey, I'm just like, oh.
I cannot wait.
It's like he just can't
And
wait
like-
till May 1st.
Because
Hey,
like,
hey, I'm gonna be at work like, hey man, my
I
brothers just
actually-
made me a millionaire.
Fuck y'all. I quit.
Dennis,
I
I
quit this
meditate in the morning. I usually try to take an hour to myself. Absolutely.
I meditate when I smoke weed.
He doesn't smoke.
I mean, I can smoke weed in my mind. What did you say earlier, Mike? We was talking shit. You can go anywhere in your mind you want to
Go
go.
anywhere you want in your mind.
Man, shit, I
Yeah, I
smoke
listen
weed
to
in my
Jeezy
mind.
and I feel like I just sold dope.
Man, listen, Jeezy, them brick bars make me want to go back to 04 with my little
ain't never
quarter,
sold
my
dope,
little
but it made me
QPs of
feel
weed. Getting off my little, driving to Manhattan every 3 days to get a QP. Man, don't give me no pound, man. I might not be able to flip that.
Hey, what was I talking about?
I have no idea,
I
bro.
Talk about it. I had a good
It
time.
was interesting.
You
As
did
soon as I
have-
turn
yeah.
the fucking cameras off, it's gonna pop up in your mind.
I know,
Yeah,
You're
it
right?
gonna be
definitely is. You're gonna be like,
I ain't
oh,
get
now I
out there trying to
remember.
have this. What was I finna say?
Man, that's the drugs, man. We got so high on our way over here, man. We was in the clouds,
Yeah,
bro.
smoke so bad.
Like,
This man
I want to
never
be
smoked.
popular, bro. I just want to
Hey,
be
cut
able
the
to say,
cameras off. We go. Hey, I got something in my desk drawer for him. I got something
hey,
in my
no,
desk
seriously.
drawer.
I want us to be somewhere crazy exotic. You know what I'm saying? And we just don't have a care in the world. And we just move, and then I'll be like, hey, y'all trying to smoke? And then it's be like, nope, nope, nope. And then we just, for somehow, some
I'm
crazy,
just gonna tell him, bro, eat this brownie real quick.
like, I'm going to be eating some candy, and he going to be like, you want Gee, he'll probably fight me. He'll probably fight me once he realized he was high.
Hey, it's gonna take a couple of days. He gonna be fucked up.
I'm eating, hey, bro, you want some of these gummy bears? Oh, yeah, let me get some. This nigga love candy. Bro, this, folk gonna be in the club like,
Oh
hey.
man, I got some peanut butter cups in my office.
Man, them peanut butter cups gonna have you on a whole nother
Then it's
planet.
gonna be like, fuck Mike.
Man, please. She said, let y'all know. Oh, yeah, no, I got you.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, I was gonna hit her earlier, but I didn't want it to be last minute. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I want my time.
You forgot.
Well, here,
You
let me
should've wrote that down.
let me talk about my topic.
Before we cut the camera on, you was
I
ready.
had-
He was ready to go, bro. He was ready to argue the point. Look at him now. He got that one look on his face like,
Yeah, I really
damn, I'm
want
old.
I'm gonna figure this
Bro,
shit
yeah,
out.
that is some old stuff.
He got
I'm
that.
gonna think about it sweeping the floor tomorrow afternoon. It's
Like
gonna be some
something
weird
crazy.
They
stuff.
gonna be like, man, run the camera back, man. God damn. I remember that.
Denver gonna be climbing all over your head. You gonna be like, God darn
That's what
it.
it
She
was.
gonna be like,
That's
what,
what
Uncle
it
Dennis? You gonna be like, oh, no, baby. It was something I'm gonna talk about with your daddy last
God
night.
Dang.
Well, I don't know, man. If Dennis ain't got nothing, man. Sir Mike, what's been at the top of your mind, bro? Something you saw this week that you thought that's interesting. I'd like to discuss that. And I know that wasn't a thought that crossed your mind because you was busy handling things in the world of Sir Mike. But is there anything that you saw that you was just like, man, that's crazy?
I just think, like, as I scroll through social media a lot of times, I think it's on both ends of the spectrum, just men and women.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, before the cameras came on, I think a lot of times women don't value. the
I was wondering how
things
you was gonna fit that in there. I
that
see what you
women
did,
don't
boy.
value
You
the
clean,
things
boy.
that make them women. Now, the reason they don't value them is because men don't value those things that make them women. So I seen a post that was talking about, like women, about Ashanti.
Okay.
How Ashanti's 42 years old and that something's got to be wrong with her because she's 42. Nobody wifed her. She bad as shit and no kids and ain't never been wifed, really.
Yeah.
And something got to be wrong with her. Don't mean there's something wrong with her.
Okay.
It more so means that, like, she just don't want to be married, maybe, right? Or she don't want to have kids. And then on the post, I seen a comment say, not all
That's
women ain't supposed to be just baby making factories. Yeah.
Would
A
you say
part of
that's
that
kind of
is- a
what
part
you
of that
are?
is
Yeah.
your duty as a woman. The
Yeah.
greatest thing a man can ever do, the greatest thing a woman can ever do for a man is give him a child.
Okay.
That is the greatest thing I feel like a woman can do for a man.
Okay.
That's
do
the
some
greatest. That's the greatest thing she
There's
could
gonna
ever
be some
give you.
pushback to that, but I see what you're
The
doing.
greatest thing a woman can ever give you is bear a child for you, bro. There's nothing else greater that she can do.
Okay.
Your seed, and you give to her, and she's able to nurture that and bring that along. That is the greatest thing that I feel like a woman can do for me.
Like that's what.
But
and I hate.
I value that. I value that.
Oh, see, I see. He made it make
I
sense.
value that.
He made it make
A
sense.
lot of men don't value the fact that a woman can give them a child. They just
Yeah.
want to die. Yeah, she got pregnant. Oh well, go to Chop Shop. Yeah,
There
I
we
done been
go.
there too. But I value the fact that a woman can give me a child. And when you value that, it's not monetary.
it gives it perspective.
It's not monetary. And a lot of women don't value the things that make women women because men don't value those things. We tend to just be like, oh, whatever.
So what are some
What
of
can
those
you bring
examples?
to the table?
What are some of those examples?
Like, men don't value the fact that women are a homemaking woman.
Okay.
They don't.
Okay.
They be like, she don't do shit.
Right.
Yes, she do. She clean the fucking house. She makes sure your kids is straight. She
Yeah.
makes sure you got lunch. She makes sure you got breakfast. She makes sure
Shout out to
you
Pipe,
got
by the
your
way.
clothes done. She got all of those things as a homemaker. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, in this society, the way it is now, she got to go work too.
And then she got to go and work.
She's doing all of these things for you, and you turn around and not value it. It doesn't mean you have to put monetary on it.
No.
It
It's,
just
it's
means
not
that
always a
you
monetary
don't
supplement in this
value it.
conversation.
And men have created this bubble in society for women to hate some women, not all, but some of them just don't like being the things that make women women because there's no monetary value to it.
Ooh, that boy cooking.
So women to jump
He
and say,
cooking.
that's why they
He
in a
cooking.
masculine energy.
He cooking.
Because men don't
Talk your
value
shit,
those things that make women women. You have to value the fact that a woman can give you a child. Because guess what you can't do?
You can't produce a
You
child.
can't push that motherfucker out.
You definitely can't.
You ain't
Your
pushing that
pelvis
shorty
ain't
out.
wide enough to allow
Nope.
you to do it.
And if it do get wide enough for you to do it, something's wrong.
Something is definitely
So
wrong.
you have to understand that, like, and I don't know, Cedar, but I want to say that your husband is a good man to show you that he values that.
100%.
There's not
his
a
word.
lot of men in this world that value that, and that puts women in this puts them in a predicament.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so men don't value this. Women want men.
Hey, that's
but
a
he don't
crazy
value that.
perspective, bro.
He don't value the shit that makes me
Like,
a woman.
is it hitting you though?
Yeah, no, he definitely.
Like, it's
Think
so
about it. 'Cause
'Cause
clean.
I just wanted to argue the fact that that's not the greatest thing you could do for me. Because something,
But then-
something that you could do for me accidentally can't be the greatest thing you could do for me.
But it's not accidental.
But it's not
When
accidental
you lay
though.
down and you
Supposed to
have
be.
sex with somebody, you
Yeah.
know the repercussions of having sex.
Or not so much as
Repercussions,
even.
it's not-
Yeah.
What
not-
I'm saying,
You
is,
know what can happen. It's not an accident. You didn't get nobody pregnant on accident. You didn't mean to necessarily.
Then that's an accident.
Nah, you was in there. If you skeeted in it, you knew that I might get.
Yeah,
her
you
pregnant.
knew it was
But that wasn't my
eventuality.
goal.
It wasn't
You knew
your
it was
goal. Okay,
eventuality.
that wasn't your goal, and I think that's part of it because it's not your goal. That makes sense.
But you knew it was an eventuality. Like, come on, bro. We at that
But I don't
age.
care. That's
All right,
you don't
dude in the blue
ask me
shirt.
to do that.
All right, dude in the blue shirt. I got 7 baby mamas in the subject. Hey, chill, fam.
That's not what I'm looking for you to do, bro.
Right. But I mean, you got to look at it from the context in which he
I don't want to
just.
mess up what he did.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I'm saying.
He did. He
I just
you-
feel like
he
it's
just
about.
said
It's,
a lot.
You
men
gotta-
don't value it, so women jump into a masculine energy because they feel like those
And
are the
that
things
was
that
clean.
men value.
That was clean.
Because
that
it
is
has
super clean.
monetary value to it. They'll jump into a masculine energy because they think like this is what men want.
And so you look at the situation where you have women who go shake their ass, OnlyFans, whatever. They just want to be influencers. Everybody wants to be because it has monetary value.
Got monetary value to it.
I see what he
I
did
can make
there.
money off
Yeah,
of this.
I like how he
And-
closed.
hey,
That's
and
why I
guess
don't
what,
wanna
When we
man?
turn the cameras off, put that shit and give me some. Look, light it up. Let me hit it.
We
Because if
finna
it's
go-
gonna make me think
yeah,
like
we
that,
hit it
boy.
as soon as these cameras go off.
It's gonna make me
fire.
think like that. Yeah, no, that was clean. I like
It's
that,
past
bro.
my bedtime, so you know I'm finna.
That was definitely fire.
Hey,
It's
Funkadelic, I
true.
mentioned you earlier. Yeah, that guy. That's his name.
I don't
It's
know
like
about it
Eric
because of
something.
their mind.
Why do it?
I don't
This is
know
what
about
I
that.
hate. I hate this with a passion.
Is this the thing? The
No.
thing?
No.
Oh.
I'm speaking to Funkadelic.
That smell good,
You
though.
are always a great provider for this show. You comment, and we usually don't agree with nothing.
Ask him what he
but
meant.
I rock with you tough. I rock with you very, very tough, bro. But what I hate with a passion,
You know what grinds his gears?
you know what grinds my gears. He said facts. We don't get along on that. But that's my man's though. Why is everything always because of something else?
Yeah.
Man, stop it, bro.
I like, you know what? And
Most men don't value women because they mothers. Maybe I just don't value women, bro. Maybe the women that I'm around, that's just not a priority for me to take care of her. Every dude who mistreat women don't have a mom who did them so dirty.
I agree.
It ain't about 1 + 1 don't always gotta equal 2, bro.
Well,
It don't, bro.
Technically.
It don't.
technically speaking, it always
don't.
does. Like-
Yeah, I promise it don't.
Hey, but I like what Mike said. But you have a very valid point, though. You have a very valid point. Like, we
that's
always
the same
put
thing
something.
that you always say. Like when somebody be like, because I don't do this. Oh well, who hurt you?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's
Nobody, bro. This me.
Yeah.
I think that like when people say who hurt you, maybe I just don't give a shit right now.
Maybe I just
Like,
don't
but
give a
that's
shit.
what I'm
nothing to
saying.
do
So
with
if
being hurt.
He just said like most men don't value women because of their moms. Man, maybe I just like having hoes and I treat them a certain way because they allow me.
Yeah, I see
But I
dudes
treat
that
my
got
mother
good
like a
moms
queen.
and dads, but they be out here. They, man, I gotta get my whole count up.
Like,
Like,
I mean, I don't mean hoes disrespectfully. I'm just
I
in the
do.
conversation.
I don't mean it disrespectfully either. It's just in the conversation here.
You may not like it, but it's a root to everything.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
because you want to make a point. You need a root so that you can have an example to use against me.
Yeah.
I think it's a reactionary thing. Like for every action, there's a reaction. So when someone is doing something, you be like,
that
I don't
is
value
fire.
her. You don't value her
That's
because of what
fire.
she's doing.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
dudes, that's not
value.
good.
I'm gonna read that in a second, bro. I don't value this because what you think works best for me, bro. I say it all the time. I used to deal with 5 people at the same time. I wasn't sleeping with all 5, but I dealt with 5 people. I was the most comfortable in my life at that point. These people took care of me. Like, and I'm looking out for them too. But society would tell me I got a problem with my mom.
Yeah.
I don't got no problem with my mom, dude. These 5 women make life comfortable for me.
I think people just try to use
This
that
works
as
for me.
as
but
a
now
As
I
a
got
blanket
one
statement or a
chick.
backdrop or
Yeah,
something.
now I got one chick. and I'm-
Scapegoat. There you go, Mike. Scapegoat. Scapegoat.
Bro,
Scapegoat.
how many people done congratulated me like, man, you doing the right thing. I'm proud of you. Proud of me for what? Conforming? What are you proud of me for?
You're
because
pretty
society,
excited
you
about
conform
this.
to society
Because
standards.
like everything, if it's not the way that everybody else says you should do it, I'm doing it wrong. But now, when I'm doing things the way that everybody else say, oh, man, you want to get married now? Oh, that's dope. Yeah, see, I'm proud of you. I ain't never think you was going to grow up.
Yeah.
Who said I was immature? I knew what I wanted then. I wanted those 5 people. Why am I immature? Because I can be enough for these 5 people. Them 5 women was happy. But I'm wrong because that's not what you said I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. Oh, me and my mama got an issue. I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah, like it don't mean you're like. I think
Like, what are you talking about?
If people try to throw that on us, just like we say the girls had daddy issues, and they do, and some men do have
I don't even want to
mommy
give
issues.
you that. I don't want to tell you who you are.
Yeah.
I won't tell you who you are until you tell me your story.
Yeah.
So if I sat with one of these women, it may not be, but I'm on the rant. If I'm sitting with somebody and I tell them like, man, my mama did this, and this, now you can say that because you know the backstory.
Hey, Funkadelic, I just dropped the link in there, man. If you want to explain it, because oftentimes when we try to text this conversation, it gets lost in translation. I want to try something new. I don't know if this is going to work.
Boys.
Slow up. I don't know if this is going to work, but I just dropped that link, bro. See, try to pull it up in your Safari, and I want to see if I can bring you in here, man, so we can bring some clarity to what you're trying to say.
He said he was talking about mama's boys.
About mama boys.
I don't care.
They got a problem with their mom, so they take it out on
he
other
just
women.
said they coddled maybe? So they expect for the women to coddle them? Maybe that's how he
I'm
said
a
it.
mama
I hope
boy,
But that's why I
he
said
did.
that I would hope he could jump in. I want to try something because my guy Taurus always be trying to jump in, and I be shunning him. But I have the ability to let the nigga in. You know what I'm saying?
Taurus ain't in there?
No, Taurus, I don't think he
be
said
talking
that.
shit right now.
He see that, he gonna be like, wait a minute, niggas, so I could have been came in. Chill, fam. I've got angry. I mean, a lot of men don't value women, man, but let's go back to what Mike said.
It's the valuing
Because what Dennis
bring.
is saying is a completely different
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same.
That's two completely. It's in the comments, bro. It's in the comments. It was the last thing. Well, here, let me get it. There it is. But let me get ahead of the ball. I just want to see if it works.
But go finish what you was finna say, bro.
You
said we was finna say 2 different
Yeah,
things.
no, like
I wanna get back to what Mike said.
because yours is like the response to a comment in the joint. But to speak to Jason said he doesn't like Jason. That's my boy, Big J, right there. He said I get very angry. I get angry when men don't value their women. We're living in a society where it's hard to value women that don't value themselves.
But the problem is if women and men are attracted to each other.
100%.
Right?
We would hope that that's
so
the
women
case.
are going to do or be in the space where they feel like men value this. So
Yeah.
men constantly crying about paying the fucking bills at the crib.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you live in the house too. But like it drives me insane. The 50-50 shit drives me insane. But it's a value conversation. It's a conversation where men value women that come and pay shit, right?
Yeah.
So it has monetary to it. I don't give a shit. My lady live with me, I'm paying for everything.
Because I would have
Fuck
had to pay it anyway.
Because I would have had to pay this shit any
agree.
goddamn way. But there's a lot of men, you ain't finna get over on me and be in here staying for free. So women be like, well, you don't value the things that I bring? Look, I make this house feel like a home.
Facts.
I've also said that that's some bullshit, but I do.
Hey, Michael put out a good ass point and then pull that one right back. Like,
as I've gotten older, I've understood that they do make it a home. Like, bro, your house is clean, smell good in here. Nigga, your clothes is washed. They don't value that. They just take the clothes and throw them any fucking where. Yeah. I try to not do that, but whatever. And then, like, you don't, like, men get into these things where, like, we don't want to be like, well, she just acting like a hoe. Look at her. Her titties out on the internet and all of this shit and all the niggas liking her shit. She fucking commenting back. Because guess what? You pay her attention because of that.
Yeah.
You're not paying her attention when her titties not out. So guess what she got to do? Have her titties out so your goof ass jump on there and pay her some attention. 100%. Just so happenly she can make money off of it, which also goes back to the point of, nigga, you want her to pay some bills?
Right.
So if you gonna hound her about paying bills and not value the fact that, like, she takes care of the house, she does all of these things in the house that you don't want to do, and she makes your house be a good home for you that you could come home and be at peace, bro, how you not value that?
100%.
Because that's supposed to motivate you to go out and say, hey, look, don't work. It should motivate you.
It should motivate you.
If like, a lot of men don't understand, like, if the leadership in the household, like, it's different. Women have a certain leadership in the household that men can't never have. No matter what you do, you can't never have that type of leadership. Same thing with women in the household. You can't never have the same leadership that a man has because you ain't a man.
Right.
The leadership styles are different. So with women in the household and they being leaders in the household, bro, you supposed to be the face. Like I talked about this before. You're supposed to be the face to go out and make the money, come home, and make sure that your family's okay. She's making it easier for you to go make more money. So stop crying about 50-50. Let her do the shit to make your job easier to go make more money for your family and don't destroy your fucking family. Never abandon your family. Go and do the right shit for your family. Because if you sitting out there, your wife gonna make your job easier. Your lady's supposed to make your job easier to go make as much as you possibly can. And your job is to come back and take care of her for doing that. Then maybe she would value doing them things. And
value the homemaking situation because
women don't value that shit no more because we walk away from it like, bro, I don't need that. I could pay somebody to do that shit.
Right.
But why pay somebody to do it? You just put a monetary value on homemaking. And then want a woman to come and be a homemaker and not give her no monetary value.
But that's the thing, though. It's so funny, Mike, because, and this is where I was going when, I was like, men don't really, I don't need a woman. I want her. Because I'm so big on, even though there's love in it when you do it, and I'm paying somebody else when she does it, it still got done.
But that's the wrong way of looking at it. Then how you want her to be valuable?
And that's what I'm saying.
Because her value, she don't have no value at that point.
So you
just took her value away.
I did take her value away in the analogy that I'm using. But at that point, like, it's just, I don't know where you're supposed to go to get your value as a woman. And that's not a job for me. No, I have to teach my daughters how to do it. But I'm not going to lie. I tell my daughters, like, look, you have to be in a position where you don't need somebody. You want them. Although I want you to understand that you do need a man, but you don't need him to, you need a man for protection.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to work.
We apologize for that.
No, that's just, it works. He just has to do it through the...
We're trying to get Funk on.
Hey, Funk, you got to go through your Safari browser. Don't go through Chrome. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
I get what you're saying, though.
Like, if I can get anybody to do the same stuff that you're doing, then your value is lowered, in my opinion. So everybody can't take care of you the way I'm finna take care of you.
So if somebody could, though, that mean you don't got no value to her no more?
Not if she chooses.
Actually, let me do it through Chrome.
And it depends on how far I extend past the monetary taking care of you. What else do I do on top of that now? So if this woman cooks, cleans, rubs my feet, does all this crap, I'm not saying like she a slave, but I'm just saying like the more things that you have in your bag increases your value.
That
Yeah, no,
is
you've
more
said that before.
skills. So
Y'all saying the same thing.
we saying the same thing. I think we saying the same thing. But like she should have more skill. Like that doesn't mean like she can't go to work, bro. It just means that like value those things she do. Like dudes don't value. Like be honest, dudes don't value women having kids. Like bro, that's a hard ass job. Like bro, it's a hard ass job being a fucking home parent. I've been there, and I was like, I hate this shit. Like I hate this shit.
Hey man,
Taking these kids to school every morning, picking them up from school, then helping them with homework, then like,
Man,
bro, this not for me. It's not for me. Either then taking baseball practice, this one got softball practice, this one got this to go, he got basketball. Like it's so much going on when you have multiple kids. It's a very hard job that men don't value it. They be like, oh, she don't do shit until they have to go do it.
until they have to do it.
Yeah, no,
Pint left me at home with the kids for like 4 hours a couple weekends ago, and I was like, yeah, when this motherfucker get home, we gonna have a stern conversation.
And two, when she got home, you was like, I can't wait to leave. Because
Denver
you
potty
need
trained
space.
and Donovan got to eat real food now. I said, yeah, dog.
And then you gotta
let me go
cook
make
it.
the
You're
money
like,
so I can hire somebody to come do this.
Exactly. So you want to take your wife out of that space, but you want to have her feel comfortable enough to come out of that masculine space, which we say women being in a masculine
I like what you're
space
doing,
is
Mike.
working.
Keep doing it. I like
I
where
think
you're
you have to
going.
make her feel comfortable to come out of the fact that like, bro, if I quit my job and I don't work and I do all of this homemaker shit and you go be big boss, whatever the fuck she calls you, and you go do that, she has to feel comfortable to know that you not gonna leave her sitting there.
Yeah.
Because that's a dangerous position to be in.
So they living off of survival at this point because in the 60s and 50s, it was never
It
like
was
this.
rough.
This goes back to the conversation
rough.
of, is the errors better?
Right.
Women, did they have it better back then? They did. I had to stay with granddad because granddad took care of everything. Now you can be educated from home.
Yeah.
She should be doing something else outside of homemaking. Get educated. Learn how to do something. If you're running a business, can you be my assistant? Can you do these things in the business? Your value is not just in homemaking, but there's value in that homemaking.
Yeah.
Men seem to throw that shit in the garbage like, oh, man, I can get anybody to do that shit. Not anybody can clean your clothes the way you want them cleaned.
True.
That's just honest truth.
But I mean, again, y'all saying the same thing.
Yeah, we saying the
Y'all
same
saying the
thing, but her
exact same thing.
skills, she growing other skills.
I miss my women. No, I'm just
Man, hey man, don't
But you have to value.
Hey,
So
Deja.
That's what I seen. That's what I seen this
Hey,
week.
Deja, listen.
That's how-
We on a completely
Hey,
different type of time.
relax,
I ain't
brother.
on that
Don't
with you.
blame us.
You ain't on that with me.
Don't blame us.
You know what I'm
Oh, you
saying?
gonna move on
This
now.
my
You
guy
trying to
Mike,
fight it for
man.
what?
We've been knowing each other since like the 7th grade. Fuck what Dennis talking about, man. Yo, legend, legacy, what we don't know.
Hey,
don't blame us.
Hey, I don't know
Don't
what I
blame
said
us.
last week. All she sent me was the fist emoji.
Shit, I'm glad you got it, not me. This must be catching me lacking so much. Well, I'll be like, God damn, she could have got me right there. Hey, so real quick, man, Miss So Fly said women have to love and value themselves first to look for that in someone else or in someone outside of you. It is ridiculous that this is a problem in relationships. We're looking for happiness in our significant other. We have to find happiness within a woman with knowledge of self of man can never take her value away. Did I read that verbatim? I think I did.
Yeah, you read it verbatim, but it kind of sounded like you just had a run-on sentence.
Yeah, I needed a
But
couple.
I get what she's saying.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You gotta. Women have to value that shit first.
Women have to value themselves.
like-
Imagine homeschooling them as well. Miss DeLovely says she
It's
homeschooled.
impossible.
Speak, King.
It's like it's a very hard job for a woman, and it don't have monetary value. We
Yeah.
live in a society where how much money you make
Yeah.
values you.
True.
Even women now.
Dennis, you say that all the time.
That's never been how women have been valued before probably 2010.
That's the goal. I say that for men though. Like for women,
But
that shit.
women are too now.
I
Women
disagree,
are in
though.
that space where they value is how much
That's
they
what
make.
Jason just said. Jason just said women need adult communication and to fulfill her goals and dreams to be valued outside the home.
And it's got to be monetary
Yeah, it's
because
gotta
we
be
live in a
monetarily
society
speaking.
that
Yeah.
tells women that you don't make no money, so you ain't shit.
Yeah.
We
I'm
tell
the-
men that.
I'm the minority in this. I don't need my woman to make a bunch of money.
Again, he's
I
not
don't
saying
need it.
that. That's not what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying we're living in a
It's
time
society.
where society is telling her this. Society is not telling her. I hate to sound like a sexist, but it's like, hey, no, there's no value in cleaning the home and being there with
Because
the
it's
kids.
cleaning
and-
companies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. There's value in going out getting your own sis and helping do whatever, or running your own empire or whatever. You know what I'm saying. So I definitely agree
Because
with you,
in the
Mike.
early 2000s, it kicked off where they started running. I ain't gonna say early 2000s, in the 90s too, late 90s, early 2000s. They kicked off the whole independent woman thing.
That was
and
early
the
2000s with Beyonce.
And the independent woman thing is
then-
great. To
and
be
then
an
Webby.
independent, Webby, INDEPEN. Yeah, Webby was my shit. I was about that
Man,
shit.
listen.
Hey, didn't
No.
he get caught with some tranny? Never mind.
Man,
Oh,
him and Kevin get man. What? Hey, man, this ain't that type of show, man. Come on, man, kick that knowledge, boy.
But I really do feel that like we live in a society where men understand that we are definitely in control of society.
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
We're in control of society. And when you're in control of society, you create a lot of the narratives.
Man, you dictate the narrative.
And you
Fuck
dictate 'em how they go.
You dictate the
You
narrative.
dictate them.
100%.
And when you dictate the narrative, you create this space, and you have to create a safe space for women to feel like they can be women.
You
You
do.
have to understand, like, you don't take care of a woman just because she's pretty. That's the dumbest shit ever. I never tell my sons to take care of no woman just because she a woman. No, what value
Mike
does
just
she
said
bring
I
to
don't
you?
have to take care of you no more. Go ahead, Mike.
Like, what value does she bring to you? Now, I try to teach my sons to value the fact that, like, she the mother of your kids. That's a huge value.
Where's the value before that though? Okay,
But
because you skipped a lot.
if you have kids, now if you end up having kids, value the fact that she's the mom of your kids, regardless how much you hate her ass.
yeah.
You have to value that. You might be, I wish I never had kids with her, but you have to value the fact that she's still the mom of the kids, and find the good in that. Because there's a good thing in mothers of kids. Not every situation.
I was getting ready to
goes
say,
that way.
Mike, clean this one up,
Not
G, because
every
you finna lose.
situation. Not
I'm over
every
here. I'm over here
situation.
warming the bat up.
Not
Like,
every
I swear to
situation.
God, Mike, I know you
But it's a
saying
value in her being your child's mother.
wait. So we
Because
talking about?
you gave her a child.
Are we
You
talking about
gave her-
together and like in a co-parenting type situation? Where's
Even in a co-parenting, bro. If you're not together,
Sheesh.
value the fact that she's your child's mother.
sheesh?
Value that.
You
When we
losing
start-
me, kid.
where's the value?
You losing me,
Value
kid.
that because
You losing me, kid.
she's
Man,
raising
look.
your child. You have to value the people that's raising your kid.
What if I'm raising my kids?
Then
Well, that's
she
the-
should value you. She should value you more
I
because
see what you did
raising
there.
a kid.
That was clean. I like it.
So
I like it.
it's not a one size fit all type of thing. Or I'm sorry, it's not a vice versa type or a competition thing. It's just that
Vice
she
versa.
raising your kid.
Man, y'all should appreciate me.
You gotta value. They should appreciate you. Like women,
I'm the
should
best
appreciate
thing that ever
them.
happened to you.
I took the
But-
camera off you. I'm sorry.
But
I'm
at
just
the
yelling
sa-
in the mic. Don't make me do it. Go ahead.
But at the same time, on the back end of it, and I know I'm speaking just to men valuing women. Women have to value men and what they bring too. Like women are so quick to value a man struggling and trying to provide for his family. They so quick to devalue that.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, you're not doing enough.
Mm.
Like, what you mean I'm not doing
He
enough?
got me back, bro.
Motherfucker,
He
I
had
go to
me.
work every fucking
Say it
day
again, bro.
and
He
I
got
try
me
my
back.
hardest. If you know that man trying his hardest, value him.
Mm.
Because you know he putting in the work. He putting in the time. He putting in the effort.
This is a very deep
Mike, you
conversation.
doing a lot right now, though, bro.
But
Bro,
no,
they
but
have to value you
he's
for
playing-
that.
Mike, you doing a lot. How many people you know that work hard, bro?
Me?
Okay.
You?
1, 2,
Him?
3.
I don't know that many people.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know thousands of people. We not
That-
finna sit up
but-
here and act like men just out here working super hard, bro.
But I'm saying the ones
We're
that
not finna
are.
act like there's a lot of women out here working super hard, bro.
They are.
People putting in their 8 hours and they going home
Bro,
handing their kids the cell
I
phone
know-
and chilling.
That's true too. That's true too.
Ain't nobody putting no work in out here,
Because
Mike.
society puts them in a position where, bro, I'm
Society?
mentally drained. He just
Bro,
spoke
you-
on it. You don't work 10
you-
hours?
Man,
you don't
people-
work 10 hours all day, bro. You mentally fucked. You
They
need
about
a
to
mental
find out who I
break.
am in here today.
But you gotta get, it's gotta be
listen.
a value system.
Dennis,
It's
I'm
gotta be
waiting
a
on you to
value
chime in, but
system.
Mike cooking right now, Jesus.
It's
You
gotta
better.
be a value system that doesn't include monetary. Like, why can't
Come on,
you
Mike,
value
talk
the
your
fact
spit,
that
boy.
I'm working hard?
Maybe
Bro.
because she don't think you working hard.
Then she an idiot. If you can't see I'm working hard, lady, get your ass out of here. Because you don't value me.
I'm stuck with this baby now.
But guess what? That don't mean you stuck. A lot of people think you stuck with a kid, bro. I'm not stuck. Get out.
You
I
ain't
can
finna
still
help
take care
me.
of my kid.
You ain't finna help me.
Bro, how?
Dude.
How's she not finna help you? I'll take this child and take care of it.
If it's a woman who got her kids, she messed around and had kids by a dude she don't want. Dude don't want her, she don't want him, but they got kids. She got to ride that out for a minute because if I do leave, the help that you give me is very minimum. In most cases.
Then in those cases,
That's
the
majority.
Them are two people that probably need to seek therapy.
That's the majority.
But no, it's not. It's the majority of what we know. That doesn't mean it's the majority. We don't know everybody to say it's the majority. It's the majority of what you might have.
Come on,
seen.
Dennis. You got me on your side.
No.
Come on, Dennis.
The majority of
Come on.
marriages end in divorce. So it's the majority.
Come on.
And the marriages break up way before we leave each other. I've been done.
Ooh.
Then you should have left.
I
See,
couldn't,
that's
I'm
the problem.
poor.
Now we're going to a different
Ooh.
conversation. Why?
Actually,
'Cause you
it's-
poor? So
I'ma get him, DA.
It's an estuary. It's an estuary. It's not a different conversation. It's just a little ghetto.
because you poor means you got to stay in a shitty relationship?
Absolutely.
No, it does not.
Absolutely.
I've been poor and I walk right away from their ass. I'm done.
But watch this though. Y'all may have been poor as a group, but you were still the breadwinner. You have never. Hold on. I don't want to talk too strong because I do. You my brother. But I do not think you have ever been in a relationship where you weren't the breadwinner. So you control a lot of when the situation finally broke up. Before everything.
That's where the conversation.
What? Because I was the financial breadwinner.
Exactly.
But I doesn't mean
she's holding on for dear life. She knows you don't want her. You know you don't want her. But she can't just up and leave with this baby because what else am I going to do?
because as a father, if you are the one that you want to leave,
That sounds good. You know that's not how that works.
It's not always how it worked.
The majority.
It didn't work for me that way. Like Angelica left and took the motherfucking kids, and I was like, damn, I was sad for years over it. But here's the thing. But I knew I could not be in that relationship with her and my kids had to watch me be miserable. Bro, my kids are not finna watch me be miserable with her.
Okay.
But Mike,
I see what you did.
And I'm not finna let them
I
see
see what
her
you
be
did,
miserable with me because I know I'm finna act out.
that sounds great. That sounds amazing.
So I walk away immediately. I walk away immediately.
Y'all got out that jam, but Angelica didn't leave until she was attached to the bag. Right? When she left,
That
she
is
left
true.
with thousands.
That is true.
Her
Okay.
child support is I'm sorry. I don't mean to
All right, you right. But
So you left with a whole bag. You
here's-
didn't leave.
Here's the reality of the situation is when you have kids or when you with somebody and you have kids. So we was together, we had 2 kids. When we was together, I already knew like, hey, if this end, she finna drain my goofy ass. I knew that.
Yeah.
But it don't matter because I was not finna be unhappy with my kid. That money didn't matter to me as much as
love
my
that.
happiness mattered.
I love that.
And my kids' happiness mattered.
What's the
I
new
was
city
not
girl?
about
I
to
love
let
that
them
for you
sit
so
there and see
bad.
that.
I love that for you so bad that you.
Bro, it was just like my kids couldn't watch her be miserable or me be miserable.
like that,
'cause
bro.
I
That's
knew I was
clean.
finna treat her. Bro, I was finna treat her like shit. I already was. But I was finna be worse.
this
I was
guy.
finna take it up a notch. I was finna
Mike could
take
be
it up.
jumping up the hill, bro. Then
I
he'll
was
just
finna-
slide right over
I'm
back
not
down.
finna lie to you.
That
I was finna take it up another level that I told her you better leave. Because it's gonna get worse. Like it's not gonna get better.
Right.
Because 1, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
2, I don't want my kids to see this. And if you decided you're going to stay here because you want me to take care of you, then you better be prepared for what you about to go through.
You goddamn right I don't come home after them 10 years, them 10 damn hours. Ain't no goddamn second job. Put my food on this goddamn table, woman. And stop talking in these goddamn comments. You better have that house clean. It better be smelling like this damn Bath and Body
that
Works shit.
eucalyptus?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
that
better
shit
be
fine.
smelling
That shit
like-
feel good
They
as fuck.
fine.
I just feel like, bro, you have to understand that like the reality of the situation and what the situation could be. It doesn't mean that you're manifesting or wanting it to happen, but you know that this is possible.
Okay.
And I know that
The
it's
laws of
possible that
probability.
this might happen, and that's okay. Like that's okay. This might happen. But I know when I'm in it, bro, this is what we gonna do. I devise a plan for both of us. If she agree with it, let's move along. If you don't like the plan, then up with something. We have to be together in this. Like, I know I go out and I make all the money. See, we put the value, because we men, we put the value on the money.
Yeah.
We put the value on the money.
True.
Like, we know, like, oh, bro, I got to work hard to get to this money. Women might not necessarily put the value on the money sometimes. They put the value on you to make money because you're supposed to take care of them.
Facts.
But they make, like, bro, she can go make her $25K a year and be happy because I'm still helping take care of the household and the things like that in the house. It's all a combined effort together.
100%.
We kind of think like, and that's why I'm like, I'd rather you be at home. I'd rather you be at home to make $25K and I go make that extra 25. If I got to work on the weekends, if I got to go drive DoorDash, Uber, I'd rather do that because we got kids and somebody need to be there. Yeah. I'm in that Andrew Tate mode where I feel like the father don't have to be up under you or up under the kids to provide an influence.
Okay.
Like that mothers are nurturing. They supposed to be there, especially for the early years of a child's life.
100%.
They the most important part of a child's life in the early years.
100%.
Let them be there. But when they become teenagers, that's when your dad that's when you need to be there a little bit more. I knew like, bro, I got to get this money. I got to make more money to when my kids start to become teenagers, I could be in tune with
step with everything that they got going on.
9 times out of 10, most of us ran into the bad crowd when we was teenagers.
That's clean.
So
I like it.
I needed to be there. I got a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old. My 18-year-old, God bless the fact that this is a great child. And you'll hear me speak about it all the time. She's a great child.
Yeah.
She'll be 18 in October. I missed those 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old years. But when I got my shit together and I made more money, bro, I'm there.
Yeah.
And we have a great relationship now. I
Definitely.
have to fix it.
I love when she come in and we sit down and talk.
Bro, when you have to go back
impressed.
and fix it, like, bro, you have to go back and fix it. My boys, granted, they live in Florida, but I get to be like, all right, we're going to come down there and get y'all if it's all right with your mom or whatever we go through or whatever.
Whatever you got to do.
So now we figure that shit out.
Yeah.
But I'm able to be there for months at a time because I put in that work that took me to get there for them.
I mean, I guess what Dennis's argument was, you know, you're a singular story, though. You know, obviously we can all give the I point of view.
That's the only
But I
point
mean,
of
you
view.
can only speak to your
Situation.
But what he says is majorly speaking, a lot of these men don't have that same push that you have. A lot of these men don't have that same wherewithal to go out and get it so they can provide and be that in relationships
what Venus said.
and as fathers.
That's what Venus said. You got to have some value in yourself.
Yeah.
As a grown man, why you ain't got no
Right.
That's the thing.
Like, why you ain't got no value?
Most
Right.
of them don't.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say most of them, bro. I want to say because I don't know. Like,
I don't know a lot of it. This is that's my take, bro. I'll be like, I don't know a lot of them.
But like, you see some younger kids, bro. They be having some ambition out this fucking world. Jocelyn got the most ambition I ever seen.
But even
way more than I had at that age.
Even with a lot of these older cats, bro, I just think it comes to them at different points in times in their life. And I mean, unfortunately, going back an hour ago, you know, the music and the influence definitely plays a part. But there comes a point where you run into that wall where you just like, bro, this shit ain't working.
And I gotta pivot.
Gotta pivot and go this way.
You got to.
Because if I don't, like, I don't want to be 65 in the fucking warehouse throwing cases, bro.
But how many people actually spin the block and change though?
You're right, bro. But I mean, like, that's not a number that we can really put to anything.
That's a good point right there. See this
Read
world,
that, bro.
Sita goes on to say, she says, that's why women are usually the elementary school teachers. As they start to go to college, you start getting the male professors. Younger children need the nurturing, and the older children need the structure.
Because
I
the
like
leadership.
That was clean.
Fire.
Screenshot that.
Yeah, fire.
Screenshot
Fire.
that. Because that is most younger teach. Because nurturing, that is so important to a child, bro. It's literally essential to their life.
I agree.
Them first 10 years, they need their mom. But then dad got to come in and be like, hey, I've been building structure along the way.
Yeah.
But now we finna put beams up, little nigga. Get it together. Like my son's 10 now.
Let's
It's my job to be in his ass, not his mom.
Right.
not his mom's job to be in his ass. It's my job because now we got to build beams.
Right.
Because we already built foundation on the nurturing part that the mom did. It taught him how to be a nurturer because he does it with his little brother and sister.
Right.
So she teaching him. It's a different, like, we value leadership a stronger way, a more dominant way.
Okay.
Women value leadership in a nurturing way. And those leaderships
That's
come
clean.
together in a household and they become one leader. Because you don't override each other. You're not supposed to. But you know
yeah.
how kids try to play.
Mom against dad, dad against mom.
Kids are the biggest narcissists on the world. Yes, I'm using a word that I hate.
He said he
But
ate
they
the
are
word.
the biggest narcissists people that I ever met in my life. But you got to understand you're a team. And when
Yeah.
you a team and you working together, you might be the breadwinner. And sometimes, man, we get caught up in being a breadwinner that we devalue what women bring because she not the fucking breadwinner. So guess what she
see
say
what he
now?
just did right
Now
there?
guess what she say?
He cooking.
You know what? I'm gonna go be the fucking breadwinner so I can be equal to you.
Yeah.
Because you don't make me feel equal to you because this other shit that I'm doing, you think that it's not valuable. So guess what? I'm gonna go out and make more money than you. That's why women get on the internet and say black women are more educated than black men and they starting to make more money than black men because it's a competition now.
Yeah.
Because you made her feel like it's a fucking competition because I'm the breadwinner. You don't do shit in here.
Yeah.
All you do
Hey.
is bring me a plate. I can make my own plate, but you can't go out and make $64 an hour. So now she feels like, oh, I can't? Bet.
Yeah.
So now look at the society that we have had in black women
So it becomes the rule of thumb for them to do more, be greater.
because now I got to equal you.
Yeah.
Not understanding that your value and what you do is equal.
Yeah.
This is equal. Like having a child is equal to me going out making money.
So at the basis of it, then it's all societal.
It's society. Society
What
really
do I
pushed
mean?
down on them.
Hey, man.
But men create the
Can I
society.
get some flowers, man? Damn, I've been saying this. And it takes for Mike to come in here and get to preaching this shit, and then you want to agree to it, and that's all I be. No.
Oh, now you would agree. The screenshot that one, boy. I need that. I
Yeah.
need that. That's a screenshot right there.
It's definitely, it's
Because
only,
it's actually when you true, bro. I don't remember. What was the only male teacher we had when we was at Hufford? Mr. Pickett's.
Mr. Pickett's. All of them were women
Junior
teachers.
high school, in elementary school at Carl Sandburg, we had the one white dude, that Mr. Fowler. They had named a park after his mom or something right
We
there
had Mr.
between
Stapleton, 8th grade.
8th grade, Mr. Stapleton. But like about it.
But I mean,
the
yeah, no, that's
elementary
that.
school,
Yeah, that's when you get up in age.
Like
You
I only
know,
remember
7th
one.
grade,
It
8th
was
grade.
Mr. Fowler, and
Your
we
joints
nobody
drop?
liked that nigga. But guess who the principals normally are
Women.
in elementary?
And then it, ooh.
Because we need some structure in here. Because men lead different than women. Women lead a certain way.
That's crazy,
so
bro.
she dead ass right there.
That's
Like
crazy.
that's spot on because it takes that.
Miss Griffin. I went to Keith, and Miss Griffin was the damn
That's
principal.
5th grade.
Yeah.
And then you get to Washington.
I didn't get in trouble in Washington.
Hell no, who was there?
And it's
Me,
sometimes-
Jesse,
it's not the
Joseph,
same.
Drew, we stayed in trouble elementary. In Washington, it was all about that
doesn't
little
mean that
smell.
Women, that doesn't mean women can't provide structure. It's just it's more likely for a man to be an authority. So, like to be an authority person, men usually have that put that foot down structure authority.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's not saying women can't. So I don't want nobody to be like women can be that too.
I think
You
they understand
can.
because you've detailed in your conversation and how you got to where you got to. So
But we value.
I don't think
elementary,
it's
like the lunchroom lady. I ain't never seen no lunchroom man. Never and never.
hey,
ever.
Mike, stop
I've
paying attention
never-
to shit that I just ignored in school.
Like I've never seen a lunchroom
I
man.
never seen a lunchroom man either.
You ain't never heard a lunchroom man.
because women usually feed you.
It's nurturing.
Yeah.
It makes sense to
And
the
you can
structure.
accept the food coming from a woman, whereas
Yeah,
a
dude
man, you,
feed you like, man, what, bro? What's
hey
in
man,
these
what's
peas?
to you, man? What's-
What you put in my pizza, man? Like you
Hey, that
ain't
pizza
fucking
was
with, bro.
fire, though.
But then when you
Yeah,
have a
those
chef-
square pieces was
yeah,
fire
that
as
elementary
shit,
pizza
bro.
was crazy.
Hufford had some fire
I mess
pieces.
with that. I like what you did.
Hey, yeah, no, Mike just hit that home run on you, boy. I can't believe you let Mike get on you like
Bro, I
that,
just
boy.
break the live so he can look great. I'm the little brother, bro. I like to see y'all shine.
He said Mike ain't been on in a while. I'm gonna give him. I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw him a bone. In
Hey,
there.
listen.
I just like to argue.
Wait,
Every
bruh.
Moon, I take a L.
Every time Mike grabbed the mic, I'm like, let him go, because I don't know when I'm gonna get this nigga back.
Hey, nah, he definitely close. I think
No, don't. It's too late for you to be thinking, motherfucker. Mike done took
I
the
was
show and
talking and
stole
hoping that
it.
his point would
Yeah,
come back
man,
up
yeah.
that he had
It
earlier.
didn't, bro. Listen, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? What's
Because he did say
Because it was like a
had
whole
something.
thing. Like you
We
said
had-
something, I said something. He was like, "No, that's my thing." And I'm like, "Yeah, you right."
And we stopped him.
Man,
like,
I forgot all that
"Yo,
shit,
he
man.
gonna think about it
I'ma tell
tomorrow.
you
It's
what,
gonna
Whitney,
hit.
I don't need you.
Like, he said, "I'll pay for it." I think
How you
we
how
have
you
to-
gonna let Mike come in and steal the couch, man? You supposed to be holding the couch down, man.
It hurt my heart to see that, though. It hurt my heart to see that more women are seeing it more and more often. Like that, women don't value being moms. Like, they're like, we don't want to be a mom. I'm like, why? Well, some women just don't want to be moms. I'm like, why? I'm not asking you why to be like snotty. I'm asking you why to see like.
you seek an
And
understanding.
then you find out like when they start to talk, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
you don't value it because
men don't.
there's no value in society for it.
Yeah.
And men run society and men don't value that.
Yeah.
So we want to be
That's super
we
fire,
want men,
bro.
so that's what we gotta do. Gravitate to the things that men value, money. So I'm gonna sell my ass on TV on OnlyFans. Sell my titties on OnlyFans because men, you gonna pay me attention and you gonna pay me?
Yeah.
Shit, ain't nothing better than paid attention.
Hey,
Like,
this
that
boy.
was a punch. You
Hey,
battle rapping now?
Listen, first of all, goddamn it, don't you ever try to sit in this motherfucking seat right here, okay? Because this is my goddamn podcast. You can have his couch all the fuck you want, but you will not get this host microphone. I don't give a damn. I can't believe you let this nigga come up in here and take your couch. Hey, just so y'all know, Mike just turned into fucking, what's it do? Fuck your couch, nigga. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker.
Hey,
Hey, nah, I
I'm
ain't
gonna go home and watch that.
I ain't gonna lie, he definitely just got busy.
Man, Mike got busy, man. Either way, man, I done had y'all long enough, man. We appreciate y'all for coming out.
I was gonna ask him if he wanted to get some food, and I ain't eating with this dude.
I ain't finna feed this nigga. Hey, man, we
This
man.
greatly appreciate y'all, man. This is my brother, Sir Michael Davenport, man. You can catch him in anywhere. You can catch him. More than likely, you catch him in the gym. Because outside of all of that hard exterior of clothing he got on, this nigga about hitting 400-500 on the weight bench, man. I drop him off anyway. But, hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I just want to talk. We gone.